For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today USA Boxing, man. We are back. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah, I think we on point. We on point. We got a whole lot of shit to talk about today. Man. We're gonna be talking about a lot of different things, man. A new way to monster, Stephen Fulton. That fight got postponed. You know what I mean? So that fight got postponed, but they'll get back into it. Man. Shit, man. I'm a little tired, man. I haven't worked out, man. I did a lot in the gym today, man. I'm tired of the motherfucker right now, bro. You know what I mean? Tired. You know what I mean? On a little something on top of that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Man. But yeah, man. You know, we got a whole lot of shit to talk about, man. Let's get into the show. Let's give everybody that's here so far a round of applause. We know doggone my main man, Big Bad Charlo. Charlo is back. You know, he said he'll be back in June, so that's in 3 months. He'll be back in 3 months. It's a couple of fights that really make sense for me for Jermall Charlo. A couple of fights that really make sense for me. We do know that, you know, of course we know about the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia fight. We know that's going down. As a matter of fact, what other fights? There's a fight that went by that was a top ranked card. No one spoke about it. Hell, I didn't even talk about it. You know what I mean? What was that fight? The top ranked card. Ramirez, was it Jose Ramirez? Was it Ramirez? I don't know. Let me see. I ain't into that. I don't know. Was it Ramirez? He was fought Richard Comey. I don't know who the hell won that fight. I'm gonna be honest. As a matter of fact, let's pull that up. You know what I mean? I don't know who won that fight. Which one? Well, let's go to results. We know Patterson won. Did that fight go down? Or maybe it's me. Maybe I'm tripping. No, you know what? That fight didn't happen yet. Yeah, I'm tripping. That fight didn't happen yet. Yeah, for some reason, I thought that fight happened. Did that fight happen, guys? Let me see. Let's go to what the fuck? Results. Let's go to schedule. And then let's look at, okay, here we go. That would have been on ESPN. Oh, that fight Saturday. That fight this weekend. That fight the same time as Caleb Plant and Benavidez. Okay, all right. That fight the same time as Caleb Plant and Benavidez. No one is talking about this fight. And I think it's because no one is really interested in this fight like that. They're fighting in California. I much rather would have seen Jose Ramirez fight, what's my main man name? Regis Prograis. You know what I mean? But, you know what it is. Y'all know how this shit is, man. Y'all know how it is. But it is what it is. Let's get into the show. Talk about Big Bad Charlo. And I'm gonna tell you why this show was important today. Because I want to explain to you guys the importance of fighters fighting their. Well, I know fighters today, you know, they want to fight the easy fights. Some of them, not all, but some of them just content where their careers at right now. And then, you know, you have some that push themselves. So, you know, this is a different era in boxing. I will say this. What's so disheartening for me in the middleweight division is that the middleweight division is normally a glamour division. It's one of the historic divisions. When you think of the middleweight division, you think of some of the guys who passed through the middleweight division and moved on to some guys who planted their flag in the middleweight division. And just right now, there's really no one that's doing that right now for me. You know, some people say Triple G, but Triple G ain't fought all the top guys in this division. You know, his career has been very strategic. Let's be honest. You know, he has fought a couple of good guys. He's fought Canelo 3 times, fought Dane Jacobs. He fought Darenchenko. Darenchenko got like 4 losses, so I don't even know how good he really was. He got 4 losses, 4 or 5 losses. But he fought him. But then the other guys he should have fought, he didn't fight him. He didn't fight Jermall Charlo. He didn't fight Jermall Charlo. He didn't fight Demetrius Andrade. You get what I'm saying? And there's no reason at all why that fight never should have happened. There's no reason at all why that fight never should have happened. And the reason why I am a fan, guys, of fighters taking control of their careers is because what happens is, you know, you got to have these fights that's going to bring you the type of money that you want to make. You get what I'm saying? You have to have these type of fights that's going to make you the type of money that you want to make. And what I don't like is you hear these fighters talking about, yeah, you know, I want to be remembered as one of the greats. And you even take some of the greats' nicknames like the Hitman. You get what I'm saying? Jaime Munguia, same shit. Andrade, you know what I mean? Jermall Charlo. And I'm like, dude, like these names, you guys have names, but I really don't know. My thing is, I really don't know how good any of these guys are if they're not fighting, if you're not fighting, you're not fighting the other top guys. And especially if you've been in that division for years. And I just don't know. So my parameter of how I judge a fighter, the eye test is one thing, but the eye test is only a part of it. And, the eye test tell him, okay, he know how to pivot. He got good boxing skills, got a good jab, this and that. I can see the fundamentals, but I don't know if you really have that bite down, until you get in the ring with a top guy or you get in the ring with multiple top guys. Perfect example, you guys know me. I love Marvin Hagler now. Hagler shit. Hagler was motherfucking, as a matter of fact, shit. Don't have me pull Hagler up. Hagler fought John the Beast Mugabe on his way out. This was his second to last professional fight. He was 60-something fights deep. And hell, you guys, and for you guys who don't know, Hagler, man, like no promoter wanted to deal with him. Don King didn't want to deal with him. Bob Arum didn't want to deal with him. Top rank. Like literally, like he got screwed over so bad in the sport of boxing. He literally, on his 50th fight, he got a shot at the title. On his 50th fight. Not because he was cherry picking. It was because, goddamn it, he had to fight everybody. Didn't nobody want to fight him. True. Nigga was ducking and dodging, goddamn it, when it came to Hagler. That's why. It wasn't because he was strategically being moved like a Jaime Munguia or Jermall Charlo. No, like literally, he fought all the top, like top 50, top 40, top 30, and top 10. He had to fight everybody in the goddamn top 10. Literally. You get what I'm saying? And what he had, he got shout out to Bruce Gass. I think he had to get Tip O'Neill. Tip O'Neill was a congressman. I forgot what city he came out of, what state he represented, but he was a congressman. They had to get Congress involved. Like Congress actually had to get involved in order to make promoters, Bob M, want to work with this guy. Literally. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I have issues when some of these fighters like to, or some of these fans like to compare, they throw the names around loosely. They like to throw, compare these new school, these fighters today. Yeah, man, Hagler did this and Sugar Ray did that, and yada, 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 yada. And then they like to compare these suckers to Sugar Ray and Hagler. And I'm like, bro, how you gonna compare these dudes to Sugar Ray and Hagler and all that shit there? These dudes don't even have the heart of a Sugar Ray or Hagler. Well, he a professional fighter. He stepped in the ring. Okay, he stepped in the ring. Okay, he stepped in the goddamn ring, but there's levels to this shit. Yeah, he stepped in the ring. I mean, he's a talented fighter, but shit, if he ain't making it do what it do, it don't make no sense to me. You get what I'm saying? Even doing it in the comparison, because I don't like to compare fighters to see. This is how I am. When you compare a fighter to, let's say, like a Floyd Mayweather or whatever fighter of the past that you said is great, I'm gonna look at the work, because you judge a man by his works. We have a whole bunch of fighters in boxing, but I judge the elite fighters by their works. What your works tell me who you are. You get what I'm saying? And that's how it goes. I mean, that's how I see it anyways. But let's get into the show. But before we do, you automatically know what time it TI is. I want to be thankful today. I want everybody in the chat to be thankful. Some people, when they go to bed at night, they say their prayers. They're thankful, for, just whatever things they may have accomplished in life thus far. Shout out to Yarmus. What you say, Fabi? Say Hagler will be the most avoided boxer in the history of the sport. if he fought today. As a matter of fact, if he fought today, they'll say he was a clout chaser. They'll say he ain't fought nobody. They'll say, oh, he got to earn a shot at my fighter. Well, he got to fight, well, he don't fought 49 motherfuckers, man. What's up? Is it time for a shot now? Well, he got to, like, bro, like they would, bro, like, bro, Hagler, they'll look down on Hagler right now. They'll look down on Hagler right now. Oh, why he calling out such and such? Why he calling my fighter out? You know what I mean? Like, it's just the criteria is different. And then even with different YouTube channels, right? Like YouTube channels that cover the sport, I be listening to some of these, like, well, I used to, but some of these guys I listen to, I'm like, bro, like, they're like, I listen to some of their, like, some of the things that they say when it comes to the sport. And of course, it's very, very opinionated, but they don't have a criteria from which they judge certain things by. And some of the criteria that they do have is based on popularity and whether you cracking or not. You know what I mean? On certain social media platforms. And it's like, when it comes to comeback sport, in the way I see things, comeback sport has always been the bottom line. And the bottom line is who you fight matters. How many signature fights have you had? How many top 10 guys you fought? You know what I mean? And because, when you're fighting the creme de la creme, the cream always rises to the top. How you was able to overcome adversity and stuff like that in some of these fights. But anyways, back to being thankful. When you want to be thankful, guys, some of you guys have to be thankful, to a lot of different things. Over here, you know what I mean? I believe that, of course I'm being facetious when I say this, but my mother, I would love to thank my mother. She's no longer here, but I would love to thank my mother for a lot of things. Some people would say that moms are overrated. Some would say that dads are overrated. Some would even say that God is overrated. And I'm not trying to be funny or blasphemy or anything like that. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm dead ass serious when I say this. Some people thank other people before they thank people who created them. You get what I'm saying? And me, you know what I mean? We know, just to be facetious and sarcastic, for those guys who like to praise promotional companies, and they feel that God is overrated and your mama is overrated and your daddy and all that stuff there. For all of those who feel that way, and you want to thank Al Heyman first, this is for you guys.
I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Everybody say, Javier said, I heard someone say on a different channel, nobody knew who Ryan Garcia was until he called out Tank Davis. Nah, I mean, I don't know, man. You know what, man? Dude be, hey, Javier. Hey, man, dudes be saying some crazy, dudes be saying, you know what I mean? Like, I think everybody know who Ryan Garcia is. I mean, I told you guys, I was in the gym, not in the gym. I was at the dentist, and my hygienist, hey, shout out to Yarmus. Hey, shout out to Rockman in the building, man. In The Inevitable, D Block. You know what I mean? D Town, D City, D-Ville, Baltimore. Stand up.
True.
Hey, you get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But hey, but check it out though, right? So this is what I'm saying. So I mean, it is what it is. Esau, what did he say? Esau, he said Coach versus Ellie, next YouTube boxing match. Man, that won't be no boxing match. I win that shit in like 2 minutes. That shit won't be no fight. But anyways, yeah, it is what it is. But you get what I'm saying though. So I mean, that's how I see things. And yeah, just in case, hold on. For the ops, we got to run the ops off the block. This for the ops. Anybody got a problem with the coach, Coach Malachi? It is what it is. Fight Fan 30, he said, Coach, what happened to Trill Boxing? I have no idea. You have to talk to the my brother. With all due respect, you would have to talk to the leader of the Alphabet Boys. Maybe you can reach out to Shoot Blue Blood Sports TV, a DM on Instagram, and just ask him. Maybe he could tell you. You know what I mean? I'm not a part of that organization. I'm not a part of that organization. But from what I heard they doing other things. That's from what I heard. But it is what it is. But anyways, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hey, you, I feel just like you, fam. You say 4 kings. Bro, you know, bro, you know what, man, you made me do it. Hey, y'all blame you for this. Blame this brother for this here, man. Blame him for this here, what I'm fixing to do right now. Bruh, the 4 kings, huh? Oh, man. The 4 kings. Let's look up the 4 kings. The 4 kings of boxing, right? It's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. They talk about the 4 kings. Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns, and Roberto Duran. They talk about the 4 kings. Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, and Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Who the hell is the 4 kings in 2023? And they throw this around. They throw this around in the lightweight division. And I don't, you know, like can anyone, you get what I'm saying? Like when you tell me, see, this is what pissed me off. Like I am like the mad rapper. I'm the mad rapper. I'm the mad rapper. I'm the dude that get mad at every goddamn thing. You know, not really just everything, but we know just when they throw stuff loosely around, and you know, like when you have people who come with so much hyperbole, like a Ellie, you know, yeah, man, you know, I tell people all the time, you know, like I honestly believe that if you would have fought George Foreman back in 1974, Tank, like you would have easily knocked him out. I honestly believe that. You know, George is really, really big. And I know you're a lightweight. I don't know about all that, man. I don't know if I could have done that. No, just think about it. Because I heard that you're knocking heavyweights out. Like, bro, like, my nigga, you know, you comparing these whippersnappers, these jitterbugs, like these niggas breath smell like Similac. I'm talking to a Similac baby about boxing, and the Similac baby is discrediting guys who laid the foundation down while praising TikTokers, while praising dudes. Did you see that green purse my fighter had on? He had a green purse. He had on some lipstick. The other one got a makeup line. He got a thong line for men. You know what I mean? He on all different kind of commercials and stuff like that. You know, and the 4 kings ain't got nothing. Them old niggas, them 4 kings. Like we got the new 4 kings right now. And I'm like, what they at? I'm just asking, like, what the new was at? What the new was at? You know what I mean? You know, we got the new, they throw these words around very loosely, and I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. You know what I mean? They throw these words around very, 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 very loosely, and I have a problem with that, fam. I do. You know what I mean? And they look at me like I have 9 heads. Hey, what they say? Hey, Yabba say, his girl bow-legged. Yeah, hey, Yabbas. Hey, they come with all types of stuff. You know, your girl got to be bow-legged. Your sister better know how to do the cabbage patch. Your auntie got to know how to do the robot. Your baby mama cousin on your baby mama cousin on her daddy's side got to know how to moonwalk. Listen, your sister Nim, you know, we got a 1 leg up contest, you know, scrub the ground, doodle brown, you know what I mean? You know, we got the Roger Rabbit, you know, we got the floss, the swoop, like, you know what I mean? Like they come with all these different, they come with all this stuff, you know, bro, it just, you know, and they look at me like I got 9 heads. The crazy part about it, listen, if you don't sit down, if you don't stand on your square when it comes to boxing, if you don't stand on your square, these dudes that have you second guessing yourself. Like, goddamn, I don't know. Was Sugar Ray really that good? I don't know. You know, they say Tate better than Sugar Ray. I don't know, man. Was Roberto Duran? Yeah, Roberto Duran is good, but is he better than Ryan Garcia? I don't know about that, man. You know, I don't, you know, bro, like, see, that's the thing that pissed me off. Like, dude, my nigga, okay, cool. You wanna live in the moment, but don't be bringing up Roberto Duran and Hagler and Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearns and saying that these guys in a certain weight division, yeah, man, they the 4 kings. That disrespect to the 4 kings. True. Shout out to you. What you say, fam? He said the new kings on Twitter and Instagram taking selfies. Hey, shout out to Javier. Shout out to Jaime Rivera. He said, Coach, I feel Benavidez should be king number 5. Man, I don't see no goddamn kings right now. I'm just saying some of these dudes, you know what I mean? your auntie got to know how to do the Roger Rabbit. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, fam. I ain't with all. Hey, what he say? Halim say, he say Big Rolly a part of the new Four Kings. Boy, hush. Hey, listen. What he say? You mean the Four Queens? And Mr. Warren say the Four Queens. Man, they talk about something apart. Hey, knock down 305. He say total disrespect. Bro, this is, hey, knock down. This is beyond disrespect. This is not total disrespect. This is beyond disrespect. You get what I'm saying? Like this is beyond disrespect. Big Soldier TV say, let's talk about older fighters and brain damage they have. Some of the older fighters fought a lot. Big Soldier, some of the older fighters fought a lot. And some of these fighters that's fighting today, we're gonna find out how much brain damage they're gonna have when they get older. You get what I'm saying? Like some of these fighters that's talking today, they sound like they got brain damage. You get what I'm saying? So we'll have to see over time when the Jermall Charlos, the Jermall Charlos, the Crawford, the Spences, the Tank Davises, when some of these guys retire, we're going to find out what type of brain damage that they may have. If you in the comeback sport, fam, you're going to have brain damage. And then a lot of those guys, they fought a lot. All of those fighters from the old school don't have brain damage. But I get your point. I get what you're saying. But, you in the comeback sport, you getting punched in the face for a goddamn living. You don't know what Tank Davis is going to be like when he retired. Hell, some would say that when you hear Floyd Mayweather talk, sound like he's starting to slur a little bit now. Like I said before, like as time materializes, you get what I'm saying? So we'll see. But that ain't got nothing to do with you comparing these fighters. You comparing the fighters today to those old fighters when these guys ain't putting in the work. You know what I mean? Because what I'm hearing is you trying to reward fighters with being you trying to give the fighters today, some of them, the title of being great and comparing them to them same fighters you say got brain damage, comparing them to them same fighters with those fighters not even putting in the work. And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way at all, fam. It just doesn't. You get what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So you mean Wilfred Benitez? Oh, okay. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, as it related to Jermall Charlo, let's get into it because he said he coming back in June. Jermall the Hitman is coming back in June, right? I can't call him the Hitman because I disrespect to the Hitman. Jermall Charlo is back. He confirmed that he will be fighting in June, right? Rumors have been floating around. The question I have is this, guys. Demetrius Andrade is a PBC fighter. We do know that Demetrius Andrade has moved up to 168 pounds, a weight division that Jermall Charlo has refused to move up to because he clearly ain't doing that in the middleweight division. And it seemed like the fights for him that can be made will be at 168 pounds since he's been in the middleweight division. He literally hasn't fought any of the champions, even though he did say some years ago that he wanted to unify.
I'm sorry?
160 is my weight division. I want to unify. I want to get Golovkin in the ring. I want to bring him to Houston. You know what I'm saying? I want to get Canelo out here to Houston. If they really to come down to 160, this is my weight division.
You get what I'm saying? He said he wanted to unify, so ever since he said that, he hasn't unified. As a matter of fact, he hasn't had one unification match since he's been in the middleweight division. Hasn't had any. You get what I'm saying? Unless y'all know something I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. But now, rumors have been floating around about Jermall Charlo's return to the ring, guys. Jermall Charlo revealed via his social media that he plans on returning back to the ring in June. But the update was not accompanied by a location, an opponent, or even a concrete fight date. So, if that's the case, then why not make a fight with Jaime Munguia or Demetrius Andrade? I'm gonna tell you guys why. The simple fact is this: that all three of these fighters need each other, right? Instead of sitting around waiting on Canelo, you know what I mean? Why not create their own buzz by fighting each other? I'm not saying these fights should be on pay-per-view because neither one of these guys are pay-per-view fighters, in my opinion. And just because you put something on pay-per-view does not mean that you're a pay-per-view fighter. Because you got some fighters that are just not pay-per-view fighters. I think pay-per-views should be only reserved for guys who prove that they can sell really, really good numbers. You got guys who do good at the gate. A lot of guys do good at the gate. But a few fighters do really good at the gate. You know what I mean? They bring pretty good crowds when they come out. But I'm saying from a pay-per-view standpoint, you know, when back in my day, I just like to say back in my day, you know, pay-per-views were reserved for, you know, the big fights. When you put together big fights that can be events, that's when you put a pay-per-view on. Just because you put a fight on pay-per-view, he's a pay-per-view fighter. No, he's not a pay-per-view fighter. He's a fighter that you threw on pay-per-view, and that's why that shit ain't selling. You have non-pay-per-view fighters that they like you have non-pay-per-view fights that they put on pay-per-view. Shout out to Big Sarge. He said that Spence Crawford probably won't do better pay-per-view numbers because of their lack of interest from the Hispanic fight fans. Spence Crawford, I'm not gonna lie. I think Spence Crawford pretty much shares a very similar demographic. Spence Crawford, I don't like talking about Spence nor Crawford, to be honest with you, because I'm past both of them. And you guys know I fuck with Crawford. I talked to the brother, interviewed the brother. I'm going to go see him again. I'm going to go see the brother again, but I'm past Spence and Crawford. I don't like talking about them because there's nothing to talk about. Same old shit. They talking. Ooh, we got an update. They sent each other some tweets. Ooh, well, man, you know what, man? Mike Carpenter said this. The Weasel, Steven Espinosa, Lionel Steven Espinosa, he said they still talking. Oh man, you know, what's the name sent the tweet? Errol Smith sent the tweet, and the tweet said this. So now you got niggas trying to interpret encrypted tweets. What we know, that's what he said on the tweet. So now we got to try to interpret the tweet. I don't come from no era where niggas send a tweet. I gotta be a detective. I gotta be a detective to try to figure out, okay, what he meant by this tweet. Okay, dog, this is what we're gonna do, dog. Let's figure this tweet out. Okay, he said that. Did what he said. Did he say who he fighting yet next? No. Did he say he fighting such and such? No. Did he say what did he say? Did he say who his next opponent gonna be? No. Did he say when he coming back? No. So what did he say? Oh, well, what he said was he said that he don't mind doing such and such. And then Crawford put out a tweet that was kind of cryptic too. So I got to try to figure out what. Come on, man, I ain't no goddamn tweet detective. True. I'm not a Twitter detective. I'm not a Twitter detective. I don't come from that school. I don't come from that school of Twitter detectives. You know what I mean? Listen, man. But this where it's at now. This where it's at in 2023. You got to be a detective. You got to be a Twitter detective to try to decipher what a tweet means. You know what I mean? Okay, wait. Did he say this? Cause see, listen. You got to understand. I'm a trained FOI, right? Lieutenant, right? And my thing is this. I like dealing with direct language. Brother, I'm gonna ask you a specific question. I need a specific answer. It's either yes or no. And if you know, I don't like to assume anything. You know what I mean? I don't like talking about them niggas. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't like talking about them niggas, man. Shit. Y'all call me when y'all let me know when they in the ring fighting or when there's a press conference. Anything outside of that, I ain't trying to be no goddamn Twitter tweet detective. Okay, wait a minute. What? Hold on. Hey, come here. Halim, come here. Now, what's his name? Put this tweet out. Now, can you decipher this tweet? Okay. What he said? What he said, dog? What he said? Okay, hold on. Let me see what he said. What the nigga said? The nigga said, shit. What the fuck he said? You got to decipher this tweet right here, dog. We got to decipher this tweet. But I think we cooking with hot grease right now. Grease right now. Let's see. Pull this shit up. Dude try to talk to me about Spence and Crawford today, man. I say, man, ain't nothing to talk about, dog. Ain't nothing to talk about. I ain't shit. He said, I don't apologize for inactivity. Hopefully it'll make sense in a few weeks. Do you know what that mean? You know what that mean, right? You know it. Y'all, Gertz, I already know that. You say a new way in Cool Boy got postponed. I already know that. I said that earlier in the show. You know what that mean? You know what that mean, right? Nah, I don't know what that mean. And guess what? You don't know what it mean neither. Neither one of us know what it mean. You get what I'm saying? So let's cut it out. Now, as of late, Jermall Charlo got several options, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And Demetrius Andrade and Jaime Munguia ain't doing the goddamn thing. You know what I mean? So, if you're going to come back, why not come back against any one of those guys? Especially the fighter that's on the same side of the street as you. You get what I'm saying? So hopefully we can get that. Now, I'm not going to lie. I did hear in the past that he was coming back to fight Sulecki. I'm not making this up. As Dr. Umar Johnson would say, and I'm telling you the God's honest truth, telling you, the guys.
Come on, man. Come on, yo.
I heard he was coming back to fight Sulecki. You know what I mean? But I'm hoping that, that's not true. I'm hoping that that's not true. You know what I mean? I've heard this on numerous occasions, but there has been a lot of backlash on that, especially from me and everybody in this chat. You know what I mean? Because you've been in the game 15 years, dog. You're a 15-year vet and you're a 2-division world champion. But since you've been in the middleweight division, you know what I mean? You haven't fought any of the top guys. So it's like, okay, dog, listen, man, I think it's your time now. It's your time now. Especially now, and shout out to my main man Rick Timms, especially now that Andrade's on the same side of the street. He's on the same side of the street as you. So, you got, you know what I mean? A whole lot going on. Shout out to Knockdown 305. So it is what it is. So again, I like to talk about, I ain't got time to be no goddamn YouTube, no Twitter detective. You know what I mean? I just can't do it, dog. Because that it makes me sick to my stomach. We ain't getting, you know what I mean? Same old. Hey, what to say, Marquis? You say J-Rock ain't enough anymore. Nah, I mean, he beat J-Rock. He beat J-Rock. You remember that J-Rock? Yeah, J-Rock, man, J-Rock ain't enough no more, dog. 15 years, and the only thing you can talk about is J-Rock? No, man. No. We gotta get past that. But what I'm saying is, fam, is this. What I'm saying is, Andrade and Jermall Charlo need each other. Andrade and Jermall Charlo need each other, dog. Like, they ain't doing nothing. And hey, Marquis, let me tell you something, fam. What pissed me off with Black Twitter. Black Twitter, Black YouTube. It's all the same. Black Twitter and Black YouTube on the YTBC. Well, here you go. Black boxing Twitter and Black boxing YouTube. When I say black, I'm talking about the black channels. See, this what pissed me off. And I'm gonna tell you. What pissed me off is this. And I'm glad that certain content creators who was pro aerosexuals, they was pro PBC, they was pro networks and this and that. Some of them have come around and now they're talking about we need to stick to the sport of boxing. If you be on the side of the sport of boxing, you'll be okay. You know what I mean? I've been screaming that since I've been on YouTube. Hey, you feel me, Damien? I've been screaming that since I've been on YouTube. You know what I mean? I like to say they got it from me, but you know what I mean? But I digress. I've been saying this since I've been on YouTube. And what got me was this. Some of these dudes be all over the place. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. They talk this, blacks, we need to stick together, right? Stick together, right? In one breath. Stick together. You got one group, they say, well, we started our organization so the black fighters will have a home to come to. They ain't got to worry about dealing with, you know what I mean, the white racist corporate structure. You got a home to come to. Okay, cool. But the same people who say we put our organization together so the black fighters have a home to come to, these same people are the ones who do the most attacking of the black fighters. True. Then they'll turn around and they looking for racism. Oh, did you hear what he said? They don't like certain reporters. He racist. He this, he that. And you see what he said to us? And this and that, yada, 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 yada. And like Ryan Garcia did a tweet about, he said what he said, bring on President Obama and the race hustlers and the victim and people who participate in the Victim Olympics, they went to looking for racism. True. So I'm like, okay, you niggas looking for racism. You say we got to stick together, but then you attacking everybody else. Like, guess what? If you call the coon 10 times out of 10, it's going to come from a motherfucker. It's going to come from one of these low IQ ass niggas on social media. Nigga don't even know what a coon is, right? But this is what they say, right? This is what they say. So, this is what they say. It is what it is, right? So my philosophy is this. This is the philosophy that I have. Anything that you do in life, and of course we're going to talk about boxing, you know that. We always talk about boxing. But I always like to detour a little bit because you guys know how I am. I got my ADD don't kick in, so you guys know how I am. Anytime you want to go, I'm going to say this. anything that you're trying to do in life where you're trying to be successful, I don't care who it is, there's always going to be people from amongst your own group that's going to try to hold you back. This is historically true. There's always going to be people in your own group that's going to do everything in their power to hold you back. Some people call it crabs in the bucket syndrome, but I like to give it another twist, right? I say this: in order to get ahead in life, in order to get far in life, get ahead in life, like the bow and arrow. If you a bow and arrow, right? In order for you to go far, the farther you go, before you can launch from the bow and travel as far as you want to go, you got to be held back. And when you take the bow and arrow, you pull that bitch all the way back. The further you get pulled back, when it's released, the further you will go once you separate yourself from the resistance of the bow. So when you're trying to take off and advance in life, know that there are always going to be people who, from your group, they are going to be the bow of resistance. So you put the arrow on the bow, and when you try, and that's why you don't tell nobody your plans and shit like that. Because what happens is when when you're trying to advance or whatever the case may be, other people may see that. Other people may see that, and they may be like, man, goddamn, we got to try to, that motherfucker, let's try to pile on and see what we can do. And then the bow of resistance, it pulls the arrow back, pulls the arrow back, pulls the arrow back, pulls the arrow back. But the arrow is persistent in trying to go ahead. He's fighting through the bow of resistance to the point to where you can't pull that bitch back no more. Then you got to release it. The tension from the resistance of the bow launches the arrow off into the atmosphere, and it goes as far as it's going to go until it can't go anymore. You get what I'm saying? So you always going to deal with shit like that. Just don't worry about it. Especially in the social media era. Social media era, everybody has, they got shit they got to say. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. But as it relates to boxing, Jermall Charlo, and even other fights, I always felt like instead of these fighters tearing each other down or these different groups, I'm choosing this fighter over that fighter. You know what I mean? A lot of those guys participating in the Victim Olympics and stuff like that. Why, the thing that was common sense to me was, okay, the nigga don't want to give you an interview. That ain't no reason to go on to throw a temper tantrum. You're going to throw a temper tantrum because the nigga don't want to give you an interview. Okay, you know how some of these fighters are. Some of these fighters, they don't get it. They divas. They don't like to talk. Okay, fine. But I'm not going to attack him because he don't want to talk. Nigga don't want to talk. Nigga don't want to talk. That's him fucking up his brand or whatever the case may be. Or maybe he feel like what he doing to works for him. Maybe he not fucking up his brand. Maybe he feel I'll be fucking my brand up about going this nigga podcast. Who knows? I don't care. Either way it go. I just want to see the fights. But I felt like they could have created a whole lot of momentum. Like perfect example. Two niggas I don't like talking about. And the reason why is because of the level of toxicity when you bring these two names up. But Crawford and Spence, they could have been on the trilogy by now. Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, who knows what that may materialize into? That may materialize into a rematch or a trilogy or something. I don't know. I'm not saying it will, but who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows? Who this dude named Jonathan Cooks? He said, I totally disagree with you. He said, you sold out a long time ago. Yeah, nigga, whatever. Whatever. You know what I mean? That's probably hey, you know who that is? Hey, that's probably who that is. Who that is? That's probably Jason Bowles. Hey, that sound like a Jason Bowles sweet. Hey, let me pull this dude account up. Hey, this probably Jason Bowles sweet. Hey, Jason, that's you? Let me see what this is. Let me go to this dude channel, see what this dude. How long this dude channel been around? Oh, this dude. Hey. Let me put the dude on blast. Let me show y'all this here. See, I know my ops very well. I know them very, very well. I know my ops very well. This guy just started his channel March 2nd, 2023.
True.
He started his channel March 2nd, 2023. Man, you just started your channel. You just started your channel about what? About 3 weeks ago? I know my ops very well. This is Jason Mones. This is Jason Mones. I know these guys very well. You get I know these guys very well. And you know how I know it's Jason Mones? Because Jason Mones always donating them ragged ass $2. Jason, you know I know this you. You always donate them same ragged ass $2. Hey, you always donate them ragged ass $2, boy. Jason, you know Jason Moan, boy. Boy, that's a $2 man right there, boy. I know these niggas very, very well. I've been doing it for what, a little over 2 years now. I know them very, very well.
True.
Oh, Jason. Goddamn, Jason, you got about 20 burner accounts. So your name Jonathan Cooks on this one. So yeah. Shout out to $1 Trillion Dreams. He say I'm a New Way Fortune postponed due to New Way injury. Yeah, y'all already know, fam. I spoke about that earlier already in the show. Yeah, he got injured, so it's been postponed. Rick, what you say, Rick? Rick say, shout out to $1 Trillion Dreams for that. Thank you for the super chat, fam. Shout out to Rick. Rick say a New Way got scared. No, I mean, I can't sit back and say a New Way got scared, fam, because for me to say that he got scared because he got injured, I can say that, you can say that Jermall Charlo got scared of Tim Tszyu because he said he got injured too. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, Rick? So that's how that go down. If you feel that, and again, I'm just saying playing devil's advocate. A new way don't have a reputation of doing anything like that. You know what I mean? It ain't like he pulled the Jermall Charlo, said his back was hurting, and then we see the nigga in the club 3 days later in the club when he pulled out the Sulecki fight, and we heard that the reason why he pulled out of that shit said his back was hurting because the ticket sales weren't doing well. So my thing is, if a fighter said he hurt, I give them the benefit of the doubt and say, get him the benefit of the doubt and say he got hurt. You get what I'm saying? But if you feel that way, someone can turn around and say, hey, man, well, maybe Jermall Charlo got hurt. Maybe Jermall Charlo got scared, and that's why he pulled out of the Tim Tszyu fight. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Damien. He said, I don't understand why you would pay money for someone you don't rock with. I'm totally confused. Listen, there's nothing to understand. You're trying to make sense. You're trying to make sense out of nonsense. You're trying to make sense out of nonsense, Damien. You know what I mean? I'm telling you guys, some of these dudes are some, what my country say, some grade A losers.
True.
Shout out to DeMar James. He said that bow and arrow analogy was on point, coach. Yeah, just think about it. The bow and arrow, you got to pull that motherfucker back. So you got the resistance of the bow that's trying to hold it, that's trying to pull the arrow back. You know what I mean? But the further you go back, and then when you break through from that resistance, you launch off. You take off into space, bro. You take off. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So it go multiple ways, fam. It go multiple ways. Now, if a fighter has a track record of doing that, like we said, I know I said about Ryan Garcia. I said this motherfucker put out 3 fights in 1 year. You know what I mean? 3 fights in 1 year. You get what I'm saying? So that right there kind of make me feel some type of way. But again, I'm not here to, like, we shouldn't have to go through certain things that that's going on, as related in boxing. Some of these fights should happen. Some of these fights should have been happened. Again, boxing is an unregulated sport. And again, some fighters just don't want to make certain fights happen. Some fighters don't. Some fighters are a little bit more ambitious than others. Some fighters feel that they don't have to, they're in their comfort zone. And again, I have no problem with any of those things. The only time Coach Malachi Williams have a problem when you go to throwing up those other fighters who put in the work. It's like you trying to claim fame in Florida. We got an old saying. You know what I mean? You trying to claim fame off another nigga name. That's what we say. This is street terminology that I'm using. And I use a lot of street terminology on the show. But, bro, stop trying to claim, stop claiming fame off another nigga name. You try to claim fame off somebody else's name of the past while at the in one breath, while at the same time they'll turn around and diss him, like the brother say, yeah, man, shit, some of them dudes got brain damage and stuff like that. Some of them do, not all. Some of them do. They fought a lot. They got in wars, and guess what? When you fight the top guys, the creme de la creme, it is what it is a lot of times. That means welcome to the fight game, partner. You get what I'm saying? Again, a lot of these guys, they chose to be boxers. Just like today. These fighters today chose to be boxers. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, even right now, when you hear Tank Davis speak, it sounds like he kind of, he sound, maybe that's the Baltimore in him or whatever the case may be, but it is what it is. There's no telling, how many licks to the head it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. Who knows? Shout out to Will. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, double your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to Randy Gonzalez. What's going on, fam? He say Coach has whipped his haters so bad that they pay to hate him. Hey, he say he's got them squared away and scared to say anything without 20 burner accounts. Yeah, these motherfuckers create all kind of burner accounts, dog. They create all kind of burner accounts. You know what I mean? Shout out to Big Sarge. He say if Ryan gets knocked out by Tank, do you think he can come back from that mentally? I don't know. I don't know, Big Sarge. I mean, I really don't know, fam. I mean, that's a good question. That's a good question. I think that, you know what? I think that shit, I mean, ain't nobody picking him to win. So, I ain't gonna say ain't nobody. Ryan Garcia do have a few people who pick him. I think Robert Garcia think he's going to win. You know what I mean? So Ryan Garcia does have a few people that's picking him to win. But it depends. It just depends on what his ambition is. His career won't be over with if he loses to Tank. Tank is 4 years older than him. Tank has his man strength right now. He has his man strength. Some would say that he's in his prime at the moment right now. Now he's going to have to fight the other prime fighters. Ryan Garcia, I don't know how prime fighter Ryan Garcia is until we see him in the Tank fight on the 22nd. We'll find out what it is. You get what I'm saying? But Ryan Garcia had over 200 amateur fights, and I think he's like 240 something amateur fights. So it is what it is, and so we'll see what's up in the pro division. We're gonna see what he got. So Ryan said he gonna take him out. Ryan said he gonna whoop him. So it is what it is. Shout out to Big Sarge. He said that he pulled out of fights in the past for mental health issues. Yeah. You know what? He said that one time. Yeah, mental health. Yeah, he pulled out of the Devin Haney fight. Well, he said he dropped his intern belt. He said because of mental health and all that stuff there. So I mean, you might have a point. You know what? You might have a point on that. So a lot of these guys might be suffering from mental health. I don't know, man. I don't know. Some of this shit these motherfuckers be saying. I know one goddamn thing, Big Sarge. Some of the shit that I be hearing these people say online, and they seem like some of these subscribers, they seem like they suffer from mental health. Some of them, you know what I mean? Just when you go to different platforms. Hey, shout out to Knockdown 305. He said, Coach, when the last time you heard from Ant? Oh, I interviewed yesterday. I interviewed Ant yesterday. I have an interview of Anthony Peterson that I did yesterday. I gotta edit it, and then I'm gonna drop it. I interviewed Ant yesterday. Ant got a lot of good things going on right now. Ant have a lot of good things going on right now. Like the tables have turned on them right now. The tables have turned, I mean, for the better. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Team Freeway, Ricky Ross, man. You guys do know that Team Freeway Boxing, we are the official podcast of Team Freeway Boxing, True Media Today USA Boxing. It is what it is, man. Salute to the family, man.
What's my name?
My name is nobody, and I don't live nowhere, and I don't know nothing. I don't know because I know that you gon' tell God on Jesus, kiss a Judas, silver pieces, monkeys acting in the monkey show. Gangsta monster killer, silverback. Where is your rap sheet? That you never explains, moving fast, thinking slow. Dummy clown, silly Billy, need a hug, thugs on drugs, monkeys acting in the monkey show.
Yeah, what the brother say? He said, Coach, who you got in there? He said, did you see the big debate with Eddie Hearn and Simon Jordan? Nah, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I didn't see the debate. I didn't see it.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats.
Nah, I didn't see it. What did he say? I thought Usyk was a pumped up middleweight. Yeah, they say he a pumped up middleweight, but Apparently the greatest fighter in the history of boxing, according to his fans, for some reason, he ain't signing no contracts.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
That's all I'm saying. He ain't signing no contracts. Like, the pumped up middleweight got the quote unquote, ahoy there, shiver me timbers. The pumped up middleweight got Mr. Shiver Me Timbers. That motherfucker, he lost his pen. I don't get goddamn, we supposed to be fighting April the 29th. April the 29th, we supposed to be fighting. We ain't talking about, we gonna fight, we gonna sign the contract this year, we gonna fight next year. No, like we trying to get this fight on April the 29th. For some reason, the pumped up middleweight what do you say, gappy tooth? You gappy tooth piece of ish. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you. No man's born from me pappy's loins can beat me. All right, man. Look, you got a pumped up middleweight. You got gappy tooth. Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay, 70-30. Okay, you got 30. You got 7. I got 30%. Okay, man. What's going on, man? I did my part. What's happening? Now, that's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I know, fam. True. That's all I know, fam. That's all I know. You know what I mean? But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Sometimes them pumped up middleweights be having niggas shaking like booty meat, boy. For real though. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, you know what I mean? Shit, I don't know, man. But see, this is the thing, right? Back to what I was saying. I think all them dudes should just fight each other, make money, bro. Like, I remember when Mike Tyson had Jermall Charlo on the show, and he told him, he say, man, he said something he said that Errol Spence and Jermall Charlo should fight each other. And he say, no, man, Jermall was like, no, man, they like brothers, man, brothers, we ain't gonna fight each other. He said, why not? He said, if that's your brother, y'all will fight each other. Y'all will fight each other and get money together. I got several goddamn fights of the past. Dudes as friends, they fought each other. Say if that's your brother, you'll want to bless your brother, him and his family, and y'all come together and y'all get money together. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all, man, we friends, dog. We friends, dog. Ain't no goddamn friends in boxing. True. I ain't no friends in boxing. Yeah, we friends, dog. We still gonna be friends. I got a lot of love for you, man. Boy, you know that, man. Yeah, I got a lot of love for you too, man. We don't spot. Shit, dog, on my main man James Lightside Tony and the G-Man. James Lightside Tony and G-Man, they was friends. They used to spar each other and everything all the time. Guess what? Shit, him and Lightside fought each other. Shit, Lightside like, look at me, we gotta get this money, man. And then James Tony, but James Tony like, look, I gotta prove I'm the best, dog. So I gotta prove I'm the best. You get what I'm saying? I gotta prove I'm the best, dog. So, you saying you the best, I'm saying I'm the best. We friends, we be sparring and stuff, but we need to go ahead and put it in the ring. You get what I'm saying? I think the first fight was a draw. I think the first fight was a draw. You get what I'm saying? Halim, y'all already know that. Y'all already know that a new way in Fulton being canceled. Yeah, a new way suffered an injury. So, we'll see when that fight get rescheduled. We'll see when that fight get rescheduled. As a matter of fact, I think I pulled it up on Twitter. So we'll see. The fight been rescheduled. A new way. Let me pull it up on Twitter right quick. Again, I don't, a new way. Let's see. May the 7th, Japan has been postponed. Sources tell no new date for the moment. Oh man, damn! I was looking forward to this fight too, dog. Yeah, I'm seeing it on Twitter right now. Everybody talking about it. Mike Carpenter spoke about it. Michael Benson. Yeah, I see it, dog. I see it. I had saw it earlier when they posted it. Yeah, man. Shoot. Yeah, Charles Stevens. Yeah, Mike McCallum and James Toner were friends. Yeah, you're right. Mike McCallum and James Toner were friends. They used to spar all the time, fam. They used to spar all the time. And shit, guess what they did? Yeah, dog. Yeah, we friends and shit. But look at man, I want to put the pause on. Yeah, I want to put the pause on you too, dog. Yeah, let's get in there, and make it happen. Let's get in there, and make it happen. I want to put them pause on you too. That's what you do. And let's get this money together. And again, I feel like Jermall Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, all of those guys, the Caleb Plants, the Benavidez. We see Caleb Plant and Benavidez, they fixing the wallow. They gonna wallow on Saturday. So that finally went down. But I felt like all of those guys should have fought each other and get that round robin going, get the blood flowing. Instead of, you know what I don't like? This what I don't like. Instead of sitting back saying, like this what I don't want to hear. This what I don't want to hear. This what I don't want to hear right here.
I mean, if Benavidez can make 160, we can do it. If we can kind of catch weight in between 160 and 168. Benavidez is a 168 pounder that hasn't made the weight. He has no title. He has nothing to offer me. So that's why people keep mentioning Canelo and Golovkin, the higher stakes. I will fight Benavidez. All right, he's no problem to me. They talk alive, strong. I'm here and that, but it's different when you get in there. You got to figure something out. Man, don't listen to it. Hey fans, y'all keep it locked. We got bigger things in store.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. I don't listen. I'm tired of hearing keep it locked. I'm tired of hearing keep it locked, dog. Yeah, man, keep it locked. Hey, keep it locked for what? Nigga don't keep it. It's been almost 2 years now. Yeah, keep it locked. Keep it locked. Like what the You know what? If I was to ever interview Jermall Charlo, which that'll never happen, nobody from the PBC. I told you guys, like you will never see me interview a PBC fighter. I can damn near guarantee you that. Like, there's a no-fly zone when it come to me. I'm damn dead serious. Like, the word got back to me. They told me. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I ain't gonna say who told me, but but we'll just put it out there like that. But just hypothetically speaking, if I were in a position to interview like a Jermall Charlo, one of the questions I would ask him, Jermall, it's very interesting that, I noticed when you do interviews and certain reporters, they ask you when you're expected to be back in the ring, you give people updates and you say, yeah, man, you know what I mean? Hey fans, I'll be back soon, man. I got an announcement coming up. Y'all stay tuned. Keep it locked. Keep it locked. What do you mean by keep it locked? Keep it locked. Those 3 words, you love using those 3 words all the time. Keep it locked. What does that mean? Can you please break that down to me? Because some of the fans, that's for the fans who may not know what that means. Like that, I think that'd be a good question to ask. I think that'd be a good question to ask.
You're begging me not to leave.
I'm dead serious. I think that'd be a good question to ask. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What did it say? You say he and Errol been keeping it locked for 2 years now. No, Errol's fought last April. He fought last April. You know what I mean? So again, like that's another thing. Like those black fighters got to fight each other. The black fighters got to fight each other, dog. Like, we know the black fighters got to fight each other. I'm talking about the top guys who the black fan base who are split and arguing about online all the time. They got to fight each other. The Jermall Charlos got to fight the Demetrius Andrades. The Spencers got to fight the Crawfords and vice versa. Doggone Jermall Charlo and Daniel Jacobs, they should have fought a long time ago. I think Daniel Jacobs passed his prime now. You know what I mean? I think he washed now because he lost to John Ryder. I think who that was that beat Daniel Jacobs? Was that John Ryder that beat Daniel Jacobs not too long ago? Who that was that beat Daniel Jacobs? Halim, was that John Ryder? And what they say, Keenan say they don't want. He said they don't want to. They want to beat everybody else and say the black American fighters the most dominant. This is the thing though, and see that's the problem, Keenan. The black fighters got to fight each other, especially if you're saying that like, and this is for the guys. This is for the guys who like, yeah, man, because we the best fighters. The black fighters, we the best fighters. Okay, fine. Okay, why these dudes ain't fighting each other? My thing is, you can point out You can point out other guys and other nationalities or whatever the case may be. Yeah, he ain't fighting us. Okay, but us ain't fighting us.
True.
I mean, so the solution can't be, well, he ain't fighting us over here. Canelo, he fighting, he ain't fighting us. He don't want to fight no slick black fighters. Okay, well, I think Canelo fought Caleb Plant. Last time I checked, Caleb Plant is considered a slick black fighter amongst the Wakandans.
True.
Yeah, that was right. Hey, thanks, Eileen. You know what I mean? He don't want to fight no slick black fighter. Well, he fought Caleb Plant. I'm saying it right. Isn't Caleb Plant a slick black fighter? I mean, that's what they told me. You know what I mean? Hey, that's what they told me. And what they say, Keena? You said they want to kill you when you say Devin and Shakur need to fight. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, they do need to fight each other. You get what I'm saying? But Shakur hasn't had one fight at 135 yet. And Devin Haney's in the process of fighting Vasily Lomachenko. I think after Devin Haney fights Vasily Lomachenko, and after Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson fights his guy. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, Keena. I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if you knew this, right? But Shakur is fighting in the WBC Eliminator. So if he win that fight, he's fighting to become the mandatory to the WBC Super Strap. So he gonna be the mandatory for Devin Haney strap. So they're gonna need to fight each other. Shout out to Eric 1984. He said, "Hey coach, I got an idea on how we can get Crawford and Charlo and Spence in the ring." He said we can have them do a tag team boxing match against Crawford. Maybe then they'll fight. He said, I think it's a little premature, but they on the same side of the street. So there's no reason not to. No, it's not premature. It's not premature. They can fight each other. They can fight each other after they have their fights. You get what I'm saying? They can. I mean, those fights can be made. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rick. What'd you say, Rick? He said the best of the best are the elite black fighters, followed by a Latino, then all others pick. Hey, talk to her, Rick. Talk to her, Rick. Let him know. Let me drop the phone line. Talk to her, Rick. Rick say the best are the. He said the best of the best are the elite black fighters. Rick, can you give me some examples? Hey, Rick, give me some examples of some elite black fighters in boxing right now. Talk to him, Rick. Let him know what time it is, homeboy. He say the elite black fighters are the best of the best, followed by the Latinos. So the Latino fighters, y'all are second behind the elite black fighters. He say, then all others pick them. So you got to pick. The rest of them is picked. He say athletes of African descent will forever dominate the globe. Okay, all right, Rick. All right. Let it be known then. Let me drop the phone lines. On that note, let me drop the phone lines. 530-494-9636. Hey, we gotta get the lights up, man. Hey, we gotta get the lights up, man. Hold on. We need 32 more lights, dog. Hey, we need 32 more lights, man. Y'all tighten up, man. Y'all tighten up. We need 32 more lights to get to 200. You get what I'm saying? We need 32 more lights to get to 200. Shout out to Alan R. He said, yeah, super heavyweights like Fury have a lot more weight to move around. Hey, all right with that. Hold on. Let me turn on my. Hold on, man. I ain't got my shit. Hold on. Let me turn on the have my Bluetooth on. Let's go ahead and make it do what it do. There you go. Got somebody calling in. Who calling into the show right now? Who can it be? Hey, shout out to Jaime Rivera. He said, Coach, slick black fighters. Oh, boy. That's my dog. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Rick Cameron.
Hey, why
Rick always got to open his mouth, man? Why Rick always got to open his mouth making racial and shit? All the damn time, Coach. He never want to tell the truth, Coach. Oh, yeah, black people, black fighters, black everything. We the greatest. Like, man, Rick, God did put us in this earth together, right? Shit, don't matter what skin color, we got to love each other, man. Rick always does. Yeah, but you know what? Floyd Mayweather was black. So what? Sugar Shane Mosley was black. So what? So what, man? You got to, man. I'm telling you, man. When I look at a boxer, man, I don't give a fuck how he look. He could be dark cold as black. He could be light cold as black. He could be dark as cold like me, Mexican, light cold as Mexican like me. Who gives a fuck, Rick? I mean, Rick always got to make a race, coach. Make it make sense, coach. Make it make sense. Rick, I told you last week, call in, and me and you can have the press conference. But no, you got the youngest from Atlanta, right? And I got to do a press conference with, because your ass got to hide behind Ellaby. Don't make no sense, coach. So let me tell you something, Rick. Understand when I say this, and you hear it loudly and clearly. Get your Houston ass up, get on the phone, and call back, and make a real press conference between me and you. And then we can talk about who's better and who's that. Because believe me, D-Block, I'll bear your ass to the ground. My bad, coach. My bad.
No, we cool.
Got me with that,
we
coach.
cool. And you know what I might do? You know what I might do? I might do a show just with a three-way call. Like D-Block call in, somebody call in, and just merge the call and have a three-way. And
that's what I'm talking about.
We're gonna start doing three ways. We're gonna start doing three ways.
Right.
We're gonna start doing three-way calls.
Hell yeah, we're gonna see who better. D-Town or H-Town, baby? Because I'll tell you something. My mouth, it moves good, baby, because I know how to move it. Here we go again, Rick. Remember that. When it's me and you one-on-one, believe me, you're going down, baby. D-Block, D-Town, D-Bill. Baltimore, stand up.
Hey, I'm Robert King. Hey, shout out to Casino Light Praying. Hey, look at my dog, Casino. What's going on, fam? What's happening, man? What's happening? Caps say pause. He say pause. Hey, man, that's all I'm saying, man. He say, Jose said Canelo's actually black. He just bleached. So he say, so Rick is speaking facts. And you know, Caleb Plant black too. They say Caleb Plant black too. So it is what it is, man. Hey, man. Hey, bro. Rick say, God damn it, these are facts. The black fighters are the best. I don't know, man. You might have to, bro. I don't know, Rick. I don't know, man. There might be some examples out there that may prove that to be wrong at the point. I don't call what's your name when you calling from.
Cold, man. Casino Light Prayers, Atlanta, man.
Man, ATL, Casino Light Prayers, talk to me, fam.
Hey, man, Rick, man, you tripping, Rick. Rick, you tripping, Rick. And D-Block, I almost was on the same page as D-Block. I'm talking about D-Block he can't never just, D-Block, he always got to mess it up. I was all the way with D-Block today until he said what his mouth do. Like, what the hell you mean what your mouth do? Like, boss, hey, coach, what the hell? This man said my mouth work good. He said my mouth work good, coach. But that man brag on his mouth, coach. But anyway, hey man, don't say hey man, don't say no shit like that.
I missed that,
don't
dog.
Say no shit like that ever.
Hey, I heard when he said it.
Man, he said never said. I wasn't even finna call. Man. He messed up everything. Everything he just said, he messed it up as soon as he started talking about what his mouth do. Like, what the hell you mean? What your mouth do, man? Come on, brother. Come on, bro. But but on the subject, man, I wanted to get on the subject of what we were talking about earlier, coach.
I can't breathe. Hey, bro. Oh man. All right, go ahead.
Come on, man.
Go ahead.
Come on, man.
Hey,
but look. All right, so look, we were talking about why these fighters won't mix. Basically, we trying to figure out why these fighters won't mix it up. We were talking about Jermall Charlo and people like that, right?
Yeah. I think my thing is I'm not bashing Jermall. I'm not bashing Andrade. I'm not bashing anybody. What I'm saying is, you know, like I felt like keep the activity going. Let's just fight each other. We can fight each other.
But you know what?
And then we can, you know what I mean? We of course we still want to fight Canelo. We still want that fight, but I want to see if I'm the best out of Andrade and Charlo, or Andrade, Jaime Munguia, or I want all us to fight each other because we represent the best in that particular weight division at that time. So they should have just fought. I feel like they should have just fought each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
While in the process trying to land that Canelo fight. But go ahead.
Exactly. So I believe the reason that we I feel like a lot of fighters ain't fighting the fights that are necessary is because of social media, coach. And the reason I say they're not fighting the fights that they're supposed to fight because of social media is because since social media came out, so like boxing back in the day, they didn't have social media, so they didn't have no way to communicate directly with their fans. They couldn't drop a YouTube video when they in the gym, and then they get all their fans in the comments boosting them up, like, yeah, real killer, real killer. All that. You didn't have no comments on your pictures. See, nowadays, all you got to do is post a post in the gym, and the people who do rock with you, they gonna big you up. They gonna make you feel good about yourself. But back in the day, you couldn't post nothing. Like, you couldn't get in the newspaper unless you was really making noise. Like, you really had to make noise. But now you can go viral and you ain't gotta make no noise. It's like basically they could just deal with the fans that's commenting on their pictures, who liking their shit. And when somebody say something they don't like, they can block that shit. You know what I'm saying? They can go buy them a new They can buy them a new outfit and get 100,000 likes or whatever. And basically that just take away from like what they really got to do. They really supposed to be fighters, but it's like the internet make it where they can get success. Maybe I don't want to say prematurely, but basically prematurely, because like even me, I just work out on Instagram. I get free clothes in the mail just for working out. You know what I'm saying?
How many subscribers you have? I mean, followers you have on Instagram?
I got almost 3,000.
Yeah, you got. Hey man. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow you on Instagram. What's your Instagram is? What's your IG is?
It's my Instagram is flyest nigga ever.
Well, just drop it in the chat so I know. Drop it in the chat.
All right. But basically what I'm saying is, like, all right, Jermall Charlo specifically, you know, he had the Lions Only YouTube channel. I used to watch that shit.
Yeah, me too.
And,
me too.
And he showed his cars. He showed his car. He showed his house, his lifestyle. But if it wasn't for the social media, you wouldn't be able to see that shit. He would have to go fight somebody.
But this how they did it back in the day. Like back in the day, like the Hagler them days, like they used to be on television a lot. You know, David Letterman show, you know, because they didn't have social media, so everybody had to watch television. David Letterman show, they'll be on the Johnny Carson show. They're like when they have fight camps, like they used to have open sparring. You know how like a lot of these guys now, don't show no fight footage of us sparring. They have open sparring that's open to the public. The public get to come in. Yeah. You get to see Hagler spar. You get to see Ali back in the day spar. You get to see James Lights Out Tony. James Tony will be in the gym. He'll call out everybody. Look here, man. He'll have like quite a few sparring partners. Yeah, nigga, I'm gonna whoop you. When I finish with you, I'm gonna whoop you. I'm gonna whoop you. Like, he was notorious for doing that. They have open sparring matches. They have open sparring matches or open like training. They had the public come in there, see them train, stuff like that. So they didn't have social media, but they did have media. They had ways that the public got a chance to see them, and they'll be signing autographs. They'll go somewhere, sign autographs. They'll go back to the neighborhoods, the communities, you know what I mean, the hoods and stuff. They used to do that. A lot of these fighters today, because of social media, they have gotten away from putting in the groundwork. The groundwork. You still got to do groundwork. You know what I mean?
You got to do groundwork, and also you got to give the fans what they want. But basically, with social media, you for a certain amount of time, you can get away with just doing whatever you want to do, just because you can go up on social media without necessarily fighting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like the sparring matches and stuff like that, that's more hands-on than even the social media. Like social media, you don't know what the hell's going on. Like, they might go get somebody off the side of the street and get that nigga some headgear and be like, get in there and then knock his ass out, and then you'll get 1 million views on that video. And everybody think you a killer, but you're not gonna ever take no real fight. But you're getting all these views and likes. You're dropping YouTube videos, so you're getting the satisfaction of being a star. But you ain't doing the star shit that would have put you in the front of the newspaper and shit. Like the shit that used to make people a real star back in the day was shit that with the gritty shit, the grind, like fighting people that they like. Roberto Duran, bro, he beat so many nigga ass that nobody thought he was supposed to beat. Yeah. Like, niggas not doing that no more, coach. Niggas playing it safe. They playing it safe. And social media help them play it safe, because they can sit in their house and just post a video of them working out 2-3 days ago. They might not even went to the gym today. They just post old videos and they get likes and you know what I'm saying, getting the people talking. They can post one post on Twitter and they back on everybody on YouTube talk about them. Just like how Errol Spence, he said that lame ass shit. And Errol Spence is my favorite fighter. And that shit he said talking about, I don't care about my inactivity. Bro, what the hell you talking about, boy? And both my favorite fighters let me down right now. Canelo said that lame ass shit. They asked him about Benavidez, and the nigga act like he act like he didn't even want to answer the question. Okay, but these niggas gotta give me a break, bro. They gotta give me a break, man.
Hold on.
Call from
Hold on. So we gonna accept that. We gonna accept that. Let's merge the calls. This is the first time. Hold on, we got the calls merged. Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. Sorry about that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This Rick in Houston, Will.
Man, Rick, what's this? I got Rick. Hold on, this is the first time ever I have Rick on the phone. And hold on. You hung the phone up? Damn, he hung the phone up. Damn, Casino Light Prayers hung the phone up. I had y'all merged. Damn, he hung the phone. Hey, Casino Light Prayers, I'm sorry about that, fam. I tried to merge it. Anyway, hey, go ahead, Rick. Talk to me, fam. Damn, I ain't mean to hang up.
Hey, man. Yeah, I heard him. Yeah, you had some three-way action working.
Yeah,
I heard you there, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know, I'm trying to make history, Rick. I'm trying to make history today.
Hey, damn, God dog it, he hung up. I could have been part of your historic moment. God dog it.
No, he don't call back. Hold on. Don't hang up.
Call from
Don't like bread. My bad.
All right, so now we're going to merge the call. The call merge. All right, ta-da! We got Casino Light Prayers and Rick Tills, H-Town's finest in the building. What's happening, man? Now go ahead, Rick. Say what you're going to say, fam. You know what I mean? This is the first time we doing this. As a matter of fact, you guys know I got a big ass mouth. I talk too much. But let me do this first.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. This is different.
Yeah, man. Okay, go ahead.
We did it first. Hey, check it out, dog. Look, man. I can't tolerate this cheerleader dude or D-Block much longer, man. He lucky I even said his name. You know, I'm gonna hit him with some good old John Henry Clark. Will John Henry Clark? One of his famous quotes is, "I only debate my equals, and all others I teach." So, D-Block, let it go, man. Check it out.
John Henry Clark. That is John Henry Clark. Now, I only
hey,
debate my equals.
Hey, let me hello.
Hey, let him finish. Let him finish on Casino.
Let me finish. I'm gonna try to make this brief. Check it out, man. I'm not some notorious racist guy that just thinks everything black is just better. I give credit when credit is due. You know, no different than how I say Deontay Wilder would never beat Tyson Fury. I don't ever see him being able to beat that dude, you know. But with that comment I made earlier as far as the black fighters, Latinos, and everybody else, historically, the black elite fighters are the best when it comes to everything athletically inclined. When it comes to boxing, basketball, football, anything when it comes to athleticism, folk of African descent have dominated the globe. That's not me being racial. That's me being just truthful. Yeah. Look, Will. Look at the world record in the 100 meter. You know, look at who dominates NFL, the top football league on earth, the top basketball league on earth. It's black males. It's Africans. Yeah, look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, he's of African descent. So that's just me stating an unpopular fact. That's not me just anointing black fighters just because they black. Hell no, it's a shitload of black fighters. That's trash, man.
I get exactly what you're saying, especially when you put it in that text from a historical standpoint. I get exactly what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. So I'm glad you called to clarify that, because a lot of people, it's kind of hard to understand exactly where a person coming from sometimes in a tweet or in the chat when you type something where you can call in and kind of clarify, because somebody on the outside looking in, you know, they looking at it totally different. But you on point from a historical standpoint. He's on point with that. Now in today's time, when it come to boxing, I will say this, you know, when it comes to boxing, you got fighters like Inoue. You have, of course, Canelo. You had the Julio Cesar Chavez, the Roberto Duran, and stuff like that. And you have right now you have the Furies. You have the not Triple G. What my main man name? Baturbiev, the Bivals. You know, some of those.
Can I
Yeah, go ahead, Casino.
I ain't want to cut you off, Coach. I just wanted to drop my 2 cents on that, Coach. I'm reading the chat there's a lot of people making good points in the chat, man. Like that. I mean, that's it about what Rick's saying. Rick, you know what I'm saying? You're OG. I can tell you older than me, so I ain't gonna go hard. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with that. But at the same time, like that almost go into the shit that's like bringing race into it, because it's like, bro, a black man get their ass, like, I mean, bro, like Tom Brady is like the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady the GOAT. Like in football. I mean, if you ask me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's based off each position. I mean, if you want to break it down off each position, but if we talk to football, Tom Brady the GOAT. I mean, yeah, we got basketball. Yeah, we got basketball sold up. You know what I'm saying? We got, I mean, but I feel like everybody equal. Everybody got an equal chance, bro. And everybody get their ass whooped. I don't believe that the color of the skin determines, like, really determine who's gonna dominate. Not now. Like I don't know. Like I agree. Like, but we do got more big people. I mean, we got more big people. I agree and I disagree. I wouldn't just say that shit, but I see where you're coming from, Rick. That's all I got to say on that.
I'm just speaking from a genetic standpoint, man. This melanin we have is a high, concentration, is high percentage of melanin that we have that's mixed with fucking they melanin a small amount with sulfur. We have it'll come to me. Anyway, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, man. You know, when it just comes to this brute strength, when it comes to speed, when it just comes to fluidity, it's not even close. You know, historically, absolutely, you got some top-notch European fighters, Asian fighters, present day. Without question, that's better than some black fighters. But damn it, it's not even close. In the long standpoint of it all, man, it's not even close to dominate sports, man.
You're right.
Not even close.
All right.
I can't even argue with you.
Hey, I gotta open up the phone lines, guys. So, hey man.
All right, y'all. Hey, appreciate that, Will.
Hey,
y'all.
Shout out to Casino Light Prayers.
Man.
Shout out to Casino Light Prayers. Shout out to my main man Rick from Houston. Salute, fam. Give both of them a round of applause. That's the first time we did that, bro. We got a goddamn 3-way call. On this show, I like to let the people voice their opinion. You know what I mean? However they may feel. Someone else want to call in, voice their opinion. You can. I want to share something with you guys as well. But I want to address the chat. Let's get the likes up. We need 85 more likes. Let's get the likes up. Let me talk to the people in the chat. Shout out to Halim, Julio Guzman. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Caps. Shout out to the Martin. What's going on, my brother? Knockdown 305. Here we got another call. Hold on. Got another call calling in. Hold on. Hey, boy, we did it first, boy. Shit, we got motherfucking 3-way going on this motherfucker, man. I should have been doing this. We the first podcaster that got a 3-way going on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? On YouTube.
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland, talk to me.
Honestly, I think that all this talk about race is one of the biggest things that's hurting the sport of boxing because it turns off a lot of fans.
Yeah.
It's easy to be a fanboy for, a black fighter if you're a black person. Oh, we're the best. We beat everybody. We're the best thing since sliced bread. That's cool. But if you're not and you root for anybody else that isn't black, you're automatically labeled a racist. You rooted for Pacquiao versus Floyd. You made an argument for Pacquiao having, a considerably better career than Floyd. Oh, you're a racist. It's never about facts. And I think that turns off a lot of people. Yeah. You don't have these arguments in the NFL. You don't have these arguments in basketball. You don't have these arguments in any other sport but boxing. And I think that's one of the biggest things that turns off boxing fans and makes them just stop watching. And I think that's one of the things that's killing the sport. Because unfortunately, a lot of these people that you branded with conduct don't support the sport like diehard boxing fans. So you got these people that aren't doing shit for the sport, telling people off. I'm not saying Rick James is one of those people, but he damn sure sounds like one.
All right, hold on.
Call from.
Hold on.
Ronald.
All right, hold on. We got another call. Got another call calling. Let's merge the calls. All right, we got hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? I already got you, Martin. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. The call not on? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. My phone tripping. What the hell? Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. All right, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, it's Ron from Vermont. How you doing?
All right, sorry about that, guys. That was my fault. Ron from Vermont. We got Ron from Vermont on the line, and we have Martin from Oakland on the line. Ron, we gotta let Martin finish. Go ahead, Martin. Talk to me, fam. Finish up. Sorry about that.
No, that's just all I was saying, because it's funky. Every time we talk about boxing, like today, the topic of discussion is, Charlo, slick black fighter, Andrade, slick black fighter, and somehow, but the black fighters are the best, the black fighters. Okay, we've established that. Okay, why aren't they fighting? Why isn't the slick the best fighting the best? And for some reason, it always leads back to Canelo. Man, let that man do his. He already, if you don't like someone, continue not to support the man. But it's like, goddamn, that man's ears stay ringing because people can't keep his name out of their mouth when he ain't got jack shit to do his shit. Okay, he dunked Charlo. He dunked Andrade at 154. That's okay. I'll give you that.
No. We just disproved that on this show. We got some articles that was total opposite. He didn't like those guys.
Coach, how many times have you proven that these guys haven't done jack shit since then? And motherfuckers don't want to accept that. I just hate these race discussions. I'm not Asian. I like Inuit. I'm not white. I like Uzi. I don't give a fuck what color they are. I love the fuck out of Wilder until he started making them little bullshit. I brought you back to big time boxing. That turned me off. I like Tank more than I like Ryan. It's like Canelo. You know what I mean? It ain't always about race. Sometimes it's about entertainment factor. Something about what that fighter does that caters to your style. I like a bloody guts warrior. I like a slick fighter. I like a slick. I'll keep it a buck. I love me some Pretty Boy Floyd. I could not stand Money Mayweather.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that turned me off to it. Is knowing what somebody can do and somebody just basically taking a foot off the accelerator and just putting it in cruise control. I knew that man could knock the shit out of everybody he fought damn near, but choosing not to do it. And I respect the fact that the man said it himself.
Right.
I get paid the same amount whether I go the distance or knock him out. But from a spectator perspective, from an entertainment standpoint, I want to see the same Pretty Boy that put hands on.
I gotta let Ron speak, but I want you to wrap it up, though. But go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Coach.
All right, you done, Martin?
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
All right.
Hey, go ahead, Ron. Speak a piece.
What's good? Hey, Coach, man, I was just sitting up here listening to you talk about this topic, and I was thinking about, like I got into boxing, like, deeper when I stopped following, like, the idolism part of it. Like, when you go to, like, Prediction League, Champ Wall's Prediction League, like, you kind of get a sense of, like, what can make you, like, broaden your horizons instead of being caught up in this same moment of, like, just looking at the idolism of the boxers that you like that you think are relevant in America. But I remember boxers like Fedor Shootinov. I was up on Barancek when he fought Cepeda. Like, that was a fight where it was a UK boxer versus Cepeda, Jose Cepeda. Man, them guys, man, I look at it like this, man. The more you get deeper involved in boxing,
the more you stop being like caught up in that racist shit or that idolism shit. Because I'm gonna just call it idolism. I don't think that people really racist. They just haven't broadened their horizons on like what the prospects are of the elite boxers around the world that got skills too. Mm-hmm. And that's why I always look at the rankings, and I respect the rankings because I've been watching how they move through prediction leagues and basically just watching the fights, pan out. There's so many great fights around the world, man. It's ridiculous. Like I remember Fedor Shudanov. This guy's an elite boxer. Nobody ever talk about Fedor Shudanov though. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just like people just have to get out of that element of just staying stuck in one little mindset. You know what I mean? And I don't knock them for that because I used to be like that. Mm-hmm. But it's just bigger than that. It's bigger than that for me now because I'm a boxing head. Straight up.
All right, man. Salute, man. Shout out to Martin from Oakland. Shout out to Ron from Vermont, man. Salute, man. Give them both a round of applause. Yeah, man. Let me get the super chats out the way. Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat on your boy. He said, bring that Florida sunshine to Cali. It's raining now. Yeah, I looked at the weather, man. It did look like the weather don't look too good. And it's kind of cool in Cali as well. So it is what it is. Let me get the other super chat because it's the one I did miss after Drew. Hold on. I got you. Where's the other super chat at? Shout out to $1 Trillion Dreams. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
$1 Trillion Dreams said black equals slick Mexican, equals pressure white, equals technical, / bland. He said, I wish we could stop making it a racial thing and let it be a style thing. We ain't in the 50s. See, 1950. Hey, see, this is the thing, right? Do you know what do I say over here? I say, man, this is why we gotta have what? A boxing criteria. If you watch my show, what do I always say? What is your boxing criteria? Do you have a boxing criteria? You get what I'm saying? I get it. One guy's more melanated than the other. Historically, the black fighters have always been the dominant fighters in sports and stuff like that. Okay, from a historical standpoint, I get all of that. But you notice when it comes to the comeback sports, the ones, and I like to call these the ones and twos. What I do is, okay, outside of that, do you have a boxing criteria? What is your boxing criteria? You notice I always ask.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Do you have a boxing criteria? And when I say that, a lot of people get stuck. I make them think. It's like, okay, damn, all right, man. I was at the boxing criteria, so I got to come with something other than, okay, he Mexican, okay, he black, okay, he Eastern European. I got to come with something better than that. I say that to make you think. Do you have a boxing criteria? And then I give examples of what I mean by that. You get what I'm saying? That's what I do over here. Shout out to Goku. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to Goku, man.
From the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I ain't getting into. I see when I do that. I'm not getting into your skin color, what your religious beliefs is, and stuff like that. This is a comeback sport, boxing. Boxing is all about the ones and twos. How good you are in the ring. You know what I mean? Because that's not, as we do know, especially in 2023, that ain't always the case. Because you can't because you black and got melanin, that don't mean a goddamn thing. You know what I mean? Because if you don't know how to box and you fighting a guy that's white or Hispanic or whatever, Asian, and that motherfucker, he catch your ass on the chin with 7 pounds of pressure, and he got better footwork than you, can box better than you. His strap counter game is good. His timing is good. Perfect example of Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison just had a fight with Tim Tszyu. Last time I checked, Tony Harrison was a slick black fighter. I picked Tony to outbox him. Guess what? The white fighter, Tim Tszyu, I think he white. I think his race is white. Guess what? He beat the brakes off the slick black fighter. Tony Harrison, melanin couldn't help him that day. And then even on Twitter, Tony Harrison said that, he said that Tim Tszyu was still a basic fighter. He said, with Tim Tszyu, he's still a basic fighter. You know what I mean? That's what he said. I said, well, even if you do feel that way, Tony, that Tim Tszyu is a basic fighter, you know what I had to say about that? Well, he basically whooped your ass. I don't know much about Tim Tszyu. I'm not lying to you guys. You know, I haven't seen a lot of Tim Tszyu fights. I have not seen a lot of Tim Tszyu fights. You know what I mean? But you know, Tony just did an interview. He just did an interview not too long ago with the boxing scene, and he broke down that he still said that, hey man, you know, that he said that Tim Tszyu is still a basic fighter. But Tony is a slick black fighter. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I always ask, what is your boxing criteria? Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat on your boy. He said Chocolatito is a slick fighter. Yes, he is. Chocolatito is a very slick fighter. Chocolatito is a very slick fighter. Slick in the pocket. Absolutely. Absolutely. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, but you get what I'm saying though. So when you break that shit down like that, it's like, okay, oh, all right, this nigga talking about a boxing criteria. I have a boxing criteria over here because it's going to make you think. You're going to have to tell me something other than my fighter is going to win based on skin color, or my fighter should win based on skin color. We know when we started asking these boxing questions, styles make fights, as we all know. Styles do make fights. So, okay, from a stylistic standpoint, what do you see? Okay, well, my fighter can hit hard. He going to knock such and such out. Perfect example. When we talk about Ryan Garcia, and Tank Davis. You got people all over the place with that, right? You got people all over the place with that. I break it down to a boxing standpoint. I said, okay, man, what do I like with Tank and what I don't like with Tank? I like the fact that I think he has a superior footwork. He has really good timing. He's a pretty good body puncher. I think that he's peaking right now in his career, right now. He hasn't fought any of the elite top guys in the 135-pound division, but this is a step in the right direction. I just think that, and I think high of his ring IQ, his boxing IQ. I just think that, especially from a boxing IQ, on top of the physical tangibles that I see, you know, from a footwork standpoint, he's really good at slipping punches when he wants to, well, when he can, in the ring. Now he does get hit a lot. Tank does get you now. What I don't like about Tank, he does get out boxing fights. But I think that, to be fair, I think some of the fighters that he's been fighting, once he figures them out, he comes in there with that high guard, you know what I mean? And he's looking to catch, parry, slip, and counter at that point. And you're going to get hit. You know, you're going to get hit with a jab. It's boxing. You're going to get hit. I haven't seen a fighter that fought that haven't got hit. You're going to get hit in boxing. That's what it is. But and then when I break it down from a stylistic standpoint with Ryan Garcia, what I like and what I don't like, what I do like, he's fast. He has fast hands. He's quick. Ryan Garcia has very, very good reflexes. You know what I mean? I like to look at him as a reflex fighter. He depends on his quickness and speed in order to finish off his opponents, right? And he sets it up pretty well. Ryan Garcia has a pretty good feint game as well. The way he feints and stuff like that, you know, he has a pretty good feint game. He does it differently the way he sets his shots up, but I feel like someone his height should have an elite jab. When you're fighting someone like a Tank Davis, you're going to need an elite jab. When I say elite jab, I mean like a Terrence Crawford has an elite jab. Errol Spence has an elite jab. Lennox Lewis had a very, very elite jab. Who else had an elite jab? Larry Holmes, elite jab. You know what I mean? You're going to need a jab like that to control someone like a Tank Davis. And you're going to need a right hand to drop that hammer on his ass just in case he get on the inside. Bap! Let him know what it's going to be. Now, Ryan Garcia does have power. He does have power. You get what I'm saying? But I wanted him to have an elite jab to fight Tank. Shout out to Jesse Quezada. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said criteria equals how many active and former champions you beat, how many divisions did you move up and dominate, did you unify undisputed divisions? He beat J-Rock. Yes, exactly. Now that's a boxing criteria, because that's what I look at. How many top 10 guys you beat? If you had the belt, how many top 10 guys did you fight? How many times did you defend your title? Did you defend your title against any and all comers who came your way, came in your path? Did you try to unify the division? If there was other champions in your weight division, did you actively fight any of them? to try to unify the division. Not saying I want to unify. I ain't talking about what you said. I'm talking about what did you actively do? Did you fight any of the other top guys to unify the division and to clear all doubt? You get what I'm saying? Like who you fight matters. That who you fight matters a lot. It does matter a lot. Are you a multi-division world champion? Who did you fight along the way? You get what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. How did you beat the guys when you fought them? Did you stop them? Did you go life and death with tomato cans? There's many different varying factors that go into that. You know what I mean? But what I always say is, if you have a boxing criteria, it removes everything. If you have a boxing criteria, it removes everything. You see what I'm saying? That's why I have a boxing criteria. And that's what shocked me. I said a lot of these guys, they don't have a boxing criteria. And I noticed that. Their criteria is, he from my city, he's of the same race as me. Whatever. That's their criteria. It ain't got shit to do with boxing. Nothing. True. It ain't got nothing to do with boxing. You know what I mean? And then this is why someone like a Dr. Umar Johnson, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Shout out to Two-Tone the Superstar. True. Hey, okay. He said that fight must be fought at distance for Ryan. Ryan gonna need a jab though. And in order for Ryan to keep the distance, he's gonna need an elite jab. That's how you keep the distance with that jab. Keep that stick on. Jab and footwork. But you get what I'm saying though? Yeah, Ike Cortez had a good jab too. But you get what I'm saying though? So damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck, I should have just went ahead and said what I had to say. And I read that damn super chat, it threw me off. Damn, I forgot what I was talking about. Boxing criteria. Damn, I forgot what I was talking about, man. Damn. It was important too. Damn, I forgot. You say Joyce is a beast. I mean, he looked like a beast. I gotta see him in there with I gotta see him in there with somebody else. He looked like the part. Based on who he fought, he looked like the part. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, Umar Johnson. Hey, thank you for reminding me, John B. Poetic. Thank you for reminding me. This is why somebody like a Umar Johnson, he don't understand why Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. Remember the video I played, John B, when he said who won between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. He said, brothers and sisters, please tell me our brother won. Brothers and sisters, please tell me Fury didn't win. Brothers and sisters, please tell me Fury didn't win. Oh no. Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. And what did John B. Poetic? What did Umar Johnson say? How did he win? Wasn't Tyson Fury fat and out of shape? Looked like a big mayonnaise man? Our brother Deontay Wilder, he was big. I mean, in Shango shape, muscled. He was chiseled, and he has that old goon energy. He was caught up. Umar was caught up on the old goon and the chiseled and our brother was heavily melanated. He's our black brother. How did he lose to this 6'9" mayonnaise man who was fat and out of shape with blubber? He didn't understand that. You want to know why? Because he don't have a boxing criteria. True. He don't have a boxing criteria. You get what I'm saying? He doesn't have a boxing criteria. That's the problem. See, when you have a boxing criteria, it puts everything in its proper perspective. Then you don't ask how he lost. How the black dude lost to the white dude. How the black dude lost to the Hispanic dude. Or how the Hispanic dude lost to the black dude. How the white dude lost to the black dude. Because now when you go to the boxing criteria, now you got to go past skin color. You get what I'm saying? Because boxing is all about how good you throw these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Got my brother Melvin before I'm on. Melvin, I'm doing the show right now, man. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's happening?
Oh man, waiting on you, your arrival down here in the city with no pity. When you coming in, man?
Hey, I'm coming. Hey, I'm on the show right now, man. You want the people to hear your voice?
They can hear it for a minute.
All right, hey man, we got the legendary Melvin Farmer on, man. Melvin, man, I'm looking forward to seeing you, brother, doing this interview, walking through the city of LA. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to that, brother. Let us see some of the positive things that you and a lot of these former Crips
and others are doing, where we hear a lot about Los Angeles all on these internet and chat where you got $1 million dudes sitting on $2 house.
Yeah.
And they not out here. So I got a few people I'm gonna bring along. We're gonna come and show you what we're doing to get back to the community here in Los Angeles as far as senseless gun violence, economical empowerment. And we're going to show you that people who changed their lives, that lived the life that a lot of talk about and fantasize about, that there's a different way. So we're looking forward to you, man.
All right.
Some of this LA hospitality.
Yes, sir, man. I'll be out there, man. Hey, for sure. Hey, I see you tomorrow. I hit you tomorrow. Yes, sir.
All right.
Tell them Melvin Farmer, man.
All right, bye.
Yeah. But you get what I'm saying though. So, and this is why. In boxing, you gotta do your research. You gotta look and see what type of style a certain fighter have, because you may be in a situation where okay, I'm gonna just pick the black guy, or I'm gonna just pick the white dude because he's white. Now I do get that. If you don't know nothing about the fighter, you don't do it. Okay, let's say you Mexican, right? But you don't know this Mexican fighter. But he's fighting a black dude or a white dude. You don't know much about them. Guess what? You may say, man, I got to pick one. I'm going to pick the Mexican dude because he's Mexican. And I get that. That don't make you racist. That just means you riding, okay, I don't know nothing about neither one of these dudes. I'm going to ride with their say. You know what I mean? I get that. Black fighter, same shit. I'm going to ride with the brother on this one here, man. I don't know nothing about the other dude. I'm going to ride with the brother. You get what I'm saying? So I get all of that. But, you know, you have to understand what you're looking at. You have to really break this shit down and look at this from a stylistic standpoint. How does this guy's style match up with this guy's style? And then you might see when it forces you to think and really analyze it. Now you're like, damn, I don't know, man. This shit don't match up too good. Damn, my fighter right here, yeah, he got that old goon energy, but he ain't got no good footwork. This dude got really good footwork. Yeah, this dude keep his head center line. He don't really know how to slip punches. If you got a dominant jab and make him, yeah, he got a lot of knockouts, but who he fought? He knocked out a bunch of tomato cans. He ain't fought nobody. You get what I'm saying? He ain't fought nobody. Damn, he ain't good fighting on his back foot. If this dude come at him the way he say he gonna come at him, how he gonna respond? What if he do land that right hand, knock Buddy down, but Buddy get back up? So when you have it makes you like really analyze that shit. You get what I'm saying? That's what I try to do now. True. That's what I try to do. You really gotta look at it. You really gotta look at it. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I want to share something else with you guys. I want to share something else with you guys too. Shout out to Alec Maddox. What's going on, fam? I want to share something else with you guys. People talking about, I was watching the Boxing Voice today, and they was talking about which fight is going to sell more pay-per-views, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, or Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Now, you guys know, I don't like talking about Spence and Crawford because they ain't fighting each other. So until I see them, until I see a press conference, well, you know, it's official, this and that, I don't want to talk about those guys because it's the same old. I'm hearing reports on the report. Well, you know, Errol sent out a tweet. And as a matter of fact, this what everybody getting the Holy Ghost about. This what everybody getting the Holy Ghost about. Then we're going to talk about Leonard. We're going to talk about my dog, Leonard. Like I said before, I'm going to drop this link right here for you guys so you can see it too. Because I don't know. I think this interview that Leonard Ellaby gave went under the radar. I think it went under the radar. I think it went under the radar. You know what I mean? Shout out to G Daddy. He say crazy to write that the new thing. He say crazy, right? That the new thing in boxing make a tough fight, then get hurt, and then fight a bum. Okay. Shout out to Keena. Keena say Tim Tszyu beat the Kangaroo Jack out of Tony. I mean, it is what it is. And Tony's a slick black fighter. Tony's a slick black fighter with a lot of experience, but he got stopped by Tim Tszyu. He got stopped by Tim Tszyu. And you guys know I picked Tony Harrison. I mean, I was rooting for him. I mean, I knew he went, you know what I mean? I knew, and guess what? I knew all of the glaring weaknesses he had. I know that he fades late in the rounds. I know that once he fades, that's it. I know that every time he got knocked out, he got stopped by pressure fighters. From Herb to Tszyu to when Jermall Charlo started pressuring him. Well, he beat him the first time, but the second time, there's another guy that beat him too. Damn, I forgot the other guy that beat I forgot the brother name. Tony Harrison was winning those fights, but I noticed. I said, yeah, man, this stylistically, this shit don't, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But you say who is Slick, Tony or pimp named Slickback? Oh, you talking about? Nah, Tony Harrison. He's a slick boxer for real. He's a slick boxer. I mean, I'm not saying he's James Toney. He's not slick like that in the pocket, but he keep you on the outside. He's a stick and move fighter. Stick and move fighter, got good footwork when he's on. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But you're talking about Slickback. Yeah, Slickback. I think Slickback is. But let me
Adrian Reyna.
I don't want to miss what I'm going to say. So let me do this first. Tell a caller to hold on. All right, caller, hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute, because I don't want to miss my point. Hold on. Let's get right here. All right, I got it. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Tag Team. So it looks like, Coach, you know Tony Harrison was whooping that ass on Charlo, Coach.
Talking about the second fight?
Hell yeah, even the second fight, man. Charlo just got lucky, man. That's all it is. I mean, you can outbox Charlo. That everybody knows that. Even in his later on stages. I mean, there were certain boxers. I think it was Julian Jackson's son fought him too, and he was outboxing him. And I've seen a lot of fighters like the way they box Charlo on 154, and you know it'll be easy for Crawford, man. The only thing is, no, there ain't no other thing. I think Crawford will go in there and dominate. You know what I mean? Because Charlo's suspect to that boxing technique, man. He falls for those traps, man. That's when I saw that Harrison fight. I said, even that first fight with Harrison, I said, damn. I said Harrison, and I loved it because I was going for Harrison just because he's with that crunch jam,
yeah,
and the way he used that jab the whole night, he played him. You know what I mean? I loved it, man. I loved the way he outboxed him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know because the way Jermall fights a lot. When he's angry, he fights angry. He loads up on the shots. You can tell when he's going to throw his punches. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can tell.
He fights tight. When he's mad, he fights tight. Yeah. He doesn't throw punches. He doesn't throw his punches with fluidity. And
no.
So he was walking into a lot of shots when he fought Tony, and Tony had his head going back. Some people felt like that he won that fight, but the judges gave it to Tony Harrison. It was a unanimous decision. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Look, I gotta say this one thing, man. I know I missed my train, man, but I wish I would have had that chance to been there with Tim on three-way call. But, you know, Casino Light was right there. So, you know, they both tag team on me. But it's all good. You know, it is what it is, Coach. Maybe in the future, me and Tim and we can be on a three-way call. That'd be nice for me, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I want to tell all the people, man, I want to apologize for that wording that came out of my mouth. The way I said, the way I moved my mouth, that was pathetic to me. I know I could do better than that. You know, no homo shit, you know what I mean? But I'll be real with y'all. I'm very sorry, and I apologize if I said something like that. But Rick Kim, Coach, I'm being honest, man. We need to get on that three-way call. We need to make this happen as soon as we can. Make a presser, Coach. Make it. We're gonna do it, Coach. We're gonna bring the crowd out. It's gonna be pay-per-view worthy event. Well, I'm gonna make Rick Kim eat his words when I show him who the real deal Holyfield is. Okay. So remember that, Rick. And Casino Light, you just a puppy, baby. Keep on eating that puppy like food. All right, Coach.
All right, D-Block, man. Salute. So, hey, so this what got everybody getting the Holy Ghost. When Smith says, "I don't apologize for inactivity." Hopefully, hopefully it'll make sense in a few weeks. I don't have time to try to decipher this. Last time I checked, I'm not a Twitter detective. My job is not to decipher tweets. Again, you know, if you ain't saying nothing like, yeah, man, sorry about that, guys. I'll be fighting Keith Thurman next in June. I'll be fighting Crawford in June. I'll be fighting such and such in August or whatever the case may be. If that's not said, I can't sit here. Well, what does he mean by this? Well, what do you guys think? Well, you know what? I don't know, dog. Now, what I'm thinking, dog. I'm thinking what it is. See, I know that the big fish was in the background cooking something up, and him and Crawford was really, wait a minute. So all these videos y'all made saying that this dude walked away from the negotiation, well, he did. He ducked him. But now, you know, it's back in the fold now, and see what that mean is. So now we're gonna get a whole bunch of motherfuckers doing 1,000 lives until this actually happens. I'm like, dude, I can't do it, dog. I don't been down this road before. Guys. I'm not doing it. I don't been down this road before, guys. And I'm not gonna lie. I have heard some things. And then here, people saw Crawford tweet. Oh, then Crawford have followed up with what Spence said. Let's see. Okay, he sent that tweet at 11:48 a.m. And then on top of that, there, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, see, he sent that tweet at 11:48 a.m. And then Errol Spence sent this tweet at 8:11 p.m. March the 20th, right? So now I got to be, check this out. Now I got to be a doggone, I got to be a Twitter detective, right? See, y'all see this? See, Errol Spence sent the tweet March 20th, 8:11 p.m. And guess what? Guess what happened though? And then Crawford followed that up at 11:48 a.m. this morning, and he said everything's happened for a reason. I'm still focused on what matters the most, and that's bigger than this little ish they took. Watch, and then he gave the winking eye emoji. See, he finished it with the winking eye emoji. Now you know what that means. Now, do you know what a winking eye emoji is? He finished that tweet with a winking eye emoji. So you know what that mean, right? No, I don't know what that mean. What it mean? See, dog, you don't know what that mean? No, sir, I don't know what that mean. Dog, that mean that they're gonna make an announcement that they're gonna be fighting soon. Sir, okay, whatever. Yeah, so what we gonna do? We need to go buy some tickets to get ready to go to Vegas. Like, dog, we don't been down this road before, guys. Marquis, we don't been down this road before, dog. Haven't we been down this road before, Marquis? Haven't we been down this road before, fam? How many times we been down this road, dog? How many videos we don't seen from Fagnon to Blue Blood Sports TV to every member in the LDBC to how many videos we from the Mag Mob to E Thriller to from everybody who talk about this? How many Crawford Spence video we don't see? Y'all don't see the fight, bro. We don't, bro. Like, bro, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm fatigued, dog. I'm fatigued. My job, I'm not the Twitter detective. I'm not Inspector Gadget. I'm not talking to my daughter Penny. Yeah, Penny, we gotta decipher this. We gotta break this down. I got to, see what they said right here. He sent this tweet at it. Let's see. Okay, he sent this tweet at 11:48 a.m. I know, 8:11 p.m. March the 20th. Okay, to screenshot that, dog. Screenshot that there. Yeah, we got that. We doing some real detective work right now. And then Crawford came back the next day, this morning, 11:48 a.m. This what he said. Now if you look at what Spence said the day before, and not the day before, the day before, and then look at what Crawford said this morning, put that together, boy, you know what that mean, right? No, I don't know what that means. True. No, I don't know what that means, dog. I'm not the bro. I ain't got but a GED, dog. I don't know what that means. Call him, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi. I'm from Boston with somebody that you know.
Hello?
We're watching your live stream on YouTube about boxing. I'm learning more about boxing because I want to get into boxing.
Yeah.
Because I did
what's your name?
for a while.
What's your name?
My name is Aurora.
Alora?
Aurora, like Aurora the goddess. I'm
okay.
known as Aurora the goddess worldwide.
Okay, Aurora. Okay, talk to me.
Yeah. We're watching your live stream. I love your energy. You're really positive. I'm learning a lot about boxing too. I think you're amazing. And I just wanted to call and say that to you and say hello.
Where'd you call it from?
Boston.
Boston. Hey, Aurora, thank you so much for calling the show. I really appreciate you taking time out to call. You're welcome. Let's give Aurora from Boston a round of applause. Thank you so much. Hey, but you get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got time to, he said, Coach Cheesy. No, I wasn't cheesy. I was just, you know what I mean? The Tenderonis called the show, you know what I mean? The Tenderoni called, her name Aurora. She sounded like she was beautiful too. But anyways, but Tenderoni called the show, you know what I mean? As a matter of fact, you guys know I got a soft spot for the Tenderonis. Y'all know that. Anyway, shout out to Jonathan. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over.
Boy. I ain't got no Tenderonis sending me gun emojis. See, the Tenderonis don't send gun emojis. The Tenderonis don't say they gonna pull up. The Tenderonis don't say I got shooters. The Tenderonis don't say sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. The Tenderonis don't say that. The Tenderonis don't say come to Chicago. Come to Chicago. They don't say that. The Tenderonis don't say, well, I'm gonna put the magnum to your head when I see you. You better not show up to the fight. The Tenderonis don't say that. So I got a sweet tooth for the Tenderonis. True. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I ain't no Tenderonis ain't gonna be on a live 10, 11, 12 hours arguing with some broke ass niggas on YouTube. No, nigga, no, see my fighter. That's my fighter. You know what I mean? We want the smoke. What you mean we? Last time I checked, you ain't taking no punches. You ain't running no miles. You ain't doing no jump roping. You ain't dieting, cutting no weight. You ain't doing none of that. What you mean we? That we want the smoke. Nigga holla about, we want the smoke. I remember I was listening to who I was listening to the other day. I was listening to the other day. Ace Money. I was listening to Ace Money. Yeah, nigga, yeah, Shakur. Yeah, we want that smoke. Tell Dev, tell Dev I said he better sign that contract. With Shakur calling you out. He calling you out. Like he had a lot of vigor in his voice. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Shakur want that smoke. Yeah, we want that smoke. We coming for them belts. He said we coming for them belts. What do you mean we? True. What do you mean we coming for the belts? Like, I'm confused. I'm confused. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What it say? Hey, shout out to Jonathan. He said, Coach, would you agree that the majority of the people arguing about pay-per-view buys is the African-American fan? He said, Green Eyes Pete timed me out for asking this. I'm just asking. I don't, to be honest with you, Jonathan, I don't have any information to say that the majority of the people arguing about pay-per-views is the African-American fan. What I will say is this here. Well, this is what I will say. Oh, no, I got what you're saying. I thought you meant the majority of the people who argue about pay-per-view buys. From the channels that I've heard, yes. The channels that I heard, from the channels that I heard, yeah. I think that's a fair assessment. Yes. LDBC guys, LDBC affiliates, the Shigos, the Fagnons, all of those are LDBC affiliates. And some other guys that I won't name, but they use LDBC talking points. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. That's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, it's Rick, man. How you doing, man?
Rick from Toronto. Talk to me.
Bruh, it's hilarious. When Tenderoni called in, you perk up, man.
Hey, man, you
got all these other homies calling you in, and you be like, what? And then you have one Tenderoni calling you. Yeah, my man's like, you playing with your hair now, man. You just throw him back.
Hey, man.
I love it, man.
Hey, man, I'm just saying when the Tenderonis call the show, this is a pro Tenderoni YouTube channel. We support the Tenderonis. We love the Tenderonis. We believe in the Tenderonis. We respect the Tenderonis. So, over here, the Tenderonis and the honey dips always have a home over here. We don't come with that. We don't try to run the Tenderonis off. We want to embrace the Tenderonis. You get what I'm saying? That's how I am. I always been like that. But go ahead.
Coach, you better watch out, man. You're going to be kicking that door down anytime soon, man.
Hey, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, that's all you got, Rick?
No, I know that's the boxing shit, man. You know, whatever, man. The drama that's unfolding on the many levels. I don't know. I'm just watching it. You know what? I'm regarding it as entertainment now. But as a boxing enthusiast, it's just getting me. You know, it getting me vexed. But like, I gotta observe, man. Observe. You know, in the Buddhist mentality, observe life as it is.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Hey, salute, man. Hey, shout out to you, Rick, man. Hey, thank you for calling the show, my brother, man. Salute.
Get those tenderonis in, coach.
Yeah. You know. Oh, we got Phil on the 2. We got another tenderoni here. Shout out to Rick for calling from Toronto, man. Salute. We got another tenderoni. We got Fee. We got let's see what the tenderoni name. Arroyo from Boston. She called. Got a tenderoni from Boston. We got a tenderoni in the chat from Duval County. Got another tenderoni. I think Green Eyes P. I don't know where you from. Where you from? Green Eyes from Scotland. We know what I mean. We know we sweet on the old boy sweet on the tenderonis over here, man. The tenderonis and the honey dips. Hey, he say, Jose Gomez say, he say more tenderonis and less trolls. hey, the tenderonis. What he say? The tenderoni. He say, Coach flicked his hair back. He said. He said, Coach, flick that hair like a VO5, man. Hey, boy, y'all crazy, boy. Boy, y'all. Boy, y'all crazy, boy. Hey, yeah, man, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, the old boy, you feel me? You feel me? Hey, when I listen to some of my other boxing channels, they don't get them tenderonis calling in like that. They be too busy. Hey, they be too busy threatening niggas, telling niggas they gonna pull up, sending gun emojis. I say, nah, I know he ain't got no girl. How the hell? I know how you on a live for 12, 13, 14 hours straight. Nigga drinking coffee all day, all night, taking no dose pills, staying up. How you on a live 12, 13 hours a day, arguing, threatening niggas, telling niggas to come to your city. You gonna pull up this and that. You ain't got no girl. Listen, there's two things I know. Anytime you see a nigga on a live all night long, arguing, debating, threatening niggas, like Jason Mones came over here and created a fake account and want to say something on the fake account. It's two things you know. You know these niggas ain't got no job and they ain't got no girl. True. Shout out to my dog, my Marquis. You know they ain't got no job and they ain't got no girl. They ain't got no job, they ain't got no girl. And there's no way. How can you have a job and a girl and you up 12, 13 hours a day telling niggas to sign the contract, 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20, take whatever we give you, sending gun emojis, telling them you're going to pull up, They better not come to your city. You better not come to the fight. I got shooters. Like, bro, you ain't got no job, you ain't got no girl. So we know you ain't gonna do nothing. You broke. Listen, you ain't getting no cooter cat, and you ain't got no job. You broke and you ain't getting no cooter cat. Cause I refuse to believe a female gonna sit back and give you some. Listen, you can't get none and you broke. Listen, a dude who can't get none and broke ain't gonna beat me doing nothing. True. You can't get no cooter cat. You can't get none of that. You know, you can't get no pooter tang, no cooter cat, no pooter tang. You can't get no soft and moist. You can't get nothing. And you broke, living with your mama? Come on, man. True. Bro, make that make sense. Make that make sense. You know what I mean? Make that make sense. He got shooters. How you listen? In order for you to have shooters, you got to have some money to pay some shooters. You broke, you ain't got no money. So we know you ain't got no shooters. The only thing you shooting is when you playing doggone what's that basketball game is? What's that basketball game is on what is on Y2K? What that basketball game is? Y2K? That's the only thing these niggas shooting. When they play that Y2K game, I think it's called Y2K. I don't play it, so I don't know. But I think it's called Y2K. NBA 2K. See, I said Y2K. You know I don't know the name of the game. I said Y2K. NBA 2K. That's the only shooting you doing. When you playing, listen, when you got that remote control, when you got that remote control in your hand doing this, I got LeBron, I got the Lakers. Yeah, nigga, I got the Lakers, nigga, what's up? Yeah, nigga, watch me shoot this three, homie, watch me shoot this three. I'm finna shoot this 3-pointer right now. That's the only shooters you got.
True.
Them the only shooters you got. And the PS5, listen, that 2K game you playing, that your baby mama let you borrow $50 to buy that. I don't know how much some games cost. I'm pretty sure they're expensive. But your baby mama let you borrow $50 to buy that. You still in the red with your baby mama. You ain't paid her back yet. That's the only shooting you doing. And you niggas holler about y'all gonna pull up. The only pulling up y'all gonna do is when you pull up to the McDonald's drive-thru to buy you a Happy Meal. That's the only pulling up you doing, to the McDonald's drive-thru. You gonna pull up to the local Chick-fil-A to get you some waffle fries and a 6-peak nugget. You gonna pull up to the local Dunkin' Donuts shop to buy you some donuts. That's the only pulling up you doing. That's it.
True.
That's it. That's the only pulling up they doing. Now I want to show you guys something. Booger Ray Leonard said something, guys. We're gonna dig further into this. Back in the day, Booger Ray Leonard he said something. Hold on, guys. I've got another call calling it. We gotta get the lights up. Guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Cashville, Tennessee. Jason.
Jason from Cashville, Tennessee. Talk to me.
Bro, I was sitting there listening. I fuck with your coach. You all right with me, my man. I try to catch you every day. I got work sometimes. I catch you. You about to go off. Mm-hmm. I'll go back and I'll listen to your replay the next day. So you all right. You keep it 1,000, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But, it's said that, we like to talk, we talk boxing.
Right.
And you got guys out here that's so emotional, so fucking emotional, that they will literally call a lie just to talk some bullshit. They ain't got nothing to do with anything. Yes, right? Sir. Like I listen to you, I listen to Blue Blood, right? And it's like you have these dudes out here who call the lie just on some stupid shit. It's like, I mean, they're too emotionally attached to fighters. They don't love the sport no more.
Nah.
A lot of
these guys, Jason, they young. These are young guys. You know what I mean? Because I refuse to believe a man in his 40s and 50s is calling around, trolling, threatening dudes. I refuse to believe that. These are young guys. They're in their 20s. They kids. They're kids.
And there's something wrong with these millennial motherfuckers. Yeah. It really is. There's truly something wrong with them, because it's like back in the day, I'm 47 years old. When I'm growing up watching boxing, first of all, A side and B side never was even an argument.
Right.
We didn't know what the fuck that was. All we know is that we're watching Mike Tyson or Holyfield or Lennox Lewis or whoever it was get in the ring and beat the shit out of whoever on the other side of the ring. That's all we gave a damn about. We didn't care about. We didn't get that. You like Mike Tyson. Some people didn't like Mike Tyson. Some people like Lennox Lewis. Some people didn't like Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it didn't really fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? You have your favorite, but it didn't come to a point where, we know we didn't have social media, but you still had barbershop talk.
Right.
And barbershop talk is like it was a modern day social media without the phone stuff.
Yeah.
So people didn't get into.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. See, you're right. The barbershop talks. Yeah, you're right. You're right now. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people, we talk shit. It never got personal. So when you get to talk about like I give you an example. I'm sitting here and I ain't gonna mention the channel's name.
Yeah, you can mention. I don't care. I don't trip about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's like I try to respect everybody's channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to dog no channel. You know what I'm saying? So if I watch it, I watch it. I may agree with it, I don't agree with it, but I'm not gonna disrespect it. You know what I'm saying? All these channels are opinionated anyway. Everything is solved in the ring. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But like when they get to talking about the Spence and Crawford fight, right? It's like everybody got an opinion about what can happen this and that, and who wanted to fight and who didn't want to fight, or who did, especially with Jermall coming back, who he gonna fight and who he not gonna fight. Listen, people have to understand that all these damn fighters they're under contract with a promoter, and they ain't gonna fight no goddamn body unless it is approved by whoever's paying them. You understand what I'm saying? It's only one fucking Mayweather, and there's only one fucking Canelo. You understand what I'm saying? Right. It's only one. You know what I'm saying? The rest of these motherfuckers are under contract. If they want Smith to fight fucking what's the name? Thurman, that's who he gonna fight. That's if he like it or fucking not.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And they talking about, well, you know, Spence, he's not Spence, but Crawford, gonna fight the dude that's with Golden Boy.
You talking about Alexa Rocha? Yeah.
Yeah. Who else is he gonna fight?
That's his mandatory.
We already know.
Yeah, that's his
mandatory. That's his mandatory.
Yeah.
The WBO offered fucking Ortiz to fight twice. He turned it down.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Paco
said that on the boxing.
Right. You also my boy Ennis, Bout Ennis, they couldn't take the fight because Showtime turned that shit down. You know what I'm saying? They basically said that BLK didn't bring nothing to the table. My point is these cats get on the radio. I mean, get on these lives, talking shit, and they don't know a goddamn thing about what's going on. They think they know. You know, they think it's this, it's that. Then they come threat. Come on, man. You only threat a motherfucker because you ain't got shit else better to do anyway. Because a person gave you a platform where you could threat somebody. But if you got a motherfucker in the street, you ain't gonna do a motherfucker thing except grab you down, grab your tail, and tuck it to your leg and take the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Because real motherfuckers don't talk about it like that anyway.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying? And real motherfuckers. Right, because I ain't gonna hold you up, coach, because let's just keep it 1,000.
Yes, sir.
Real motherfuckers all about getting some money.
Yeah.
They ain't got time to be huffing and puffing on the internet.
I mean, especially when you our age. When you our age and you don't experience some things in life, and, you know, I'm like, man, you know, dog, I'm living in the house, got family. I ain't got time for this shit. I just don't have the time. And that's how I know these guys are young. They're in their 20s. Some of them are even in their 30s, and they have maturity issues. And you know, we laugh and kick and joke on the show because that's how I you know, try to keep everybody engaged and stuff like that. But all the other shit, man, like, I ain't, you know, niggas living with your mamas. Like, I know some dude they living with their mama. Niggas be threatening niggas all the time. Yeah. And, dude, you ain't left the house. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna put mayonnaise on a ham sandwich. You ain't kill a mosquito if he was biting you on the arm. And come on, cut it out. And you know, and that's what's going on. These are just a bunch of kids. You know, they don't have probably any male figures in their life to show them, you know, what true manhood is all about, and they just acting out. But that's all it is. These guys ain't gonna do shit.
And if something really popped up, they be quiet, they be so damn quiet you have mouth just on cock. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't talking about shit. Hey, but yeah, coach, man, I appreciate you, man. Much love to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? The coldest damn thing we can play is Riley when Riley saying fuck you, fuck the house you rolled in on. So, yeah, dude, I can't. Hey, coach, I've been trying to find that fucking video and download. I have not been able to find that motherfucker shit.
Hey,
I cannot find it.
Just look up Boondocks. Go ahead.
But no, brother. I just can't find this shit, man. But I appreciate you, man.
All right,
I ain't been listening long, man. I just heard about you.
Yeah, hey man,
so
for sure, man.
I appreciate you, Doc.
Yeah, shout out to Jason, man, from Cashville, Tennessee. Salute. Let's get those super chats out the way. Shout out to G Daddy. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to G Daddy, man. What you say, fam? G Daddy say salute, coach. Great show. Yeah, I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. Shout out to G Daddy, man. For the super chat.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I hit everybody with the Huggy Bell. $5 super chats and up, get hit with the Huggy Bell. Shout out to Two-Tone, the superstar. Hey, okay. He say, Coach, does Canelo have a mega fight left? Shit, anything that Canelo is involved. Nah, not anything. He got some mega fights left. He can fight David Benavidez, the winner of David Benavidez and Plant. In the super middleweight division, I don't know. I don't know if Demetrius Andrade is there now. So Demetrius Andrade is there. I have to look at the super middleweight division and see. Caleb Plant and Benavidez is there. Probably more so Benavidez because he already beat Plant. So Benavidez, the names that people want to see him fight is really going to be Benavidez. Benavidez in the super middleweight division. Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade. Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade. Oh yeah, I forgot all about Morrell. But is Morrell a mega fight though? Is Morrell a mega fight? Don't nobody know who he is really. You get what I'm saying? But if he's the mandatory, yes. He got some guys he can fight. David Morrell, Demetrius Andrade is in the super middleweight division now, and then Benavidez, if he can beat Caleb Plant, Benavidez. Hell, even if he can't beat Caleb Plant, I don't know. I think maybe those would be considered mega fights. You know what I mean? That's opinionated. That's opinionated as related to that. But maybe those guys could be considered mega fights. But I want you guys to hear something though. Check this out. Booker Ray Leonard. I remember when Leonard did this interview. A lot of you guys don't know this. A lot of you guys may not know this. I don't even remember when Leonard did this interview. Let me do this. Let me do this. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get to history. Here go history right here. Trying to get the history. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this screen. Let me refresh this screen right quick, guys. Hold on, because I'm having trouble pulling it up. Let me go over here. Let me refresh this one. All right, here we go right here. 36-minute mark. 36-minute mark. Hold on. Let me see something. Okay, 36-minute mark. All right, hold on. I want you guys to hear something. Because the guys be talking about these pay-per-views and which fighter gonna sell what and which fighter gonna do this and that and yada, 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 yada. This is a really good interview. Leonard Ellaby had me crying, laughing in this interview. Booger Ray is funnier than the mug to me. Booger Ray is funnier than the mug. You guys know I like Leonard Ellaby. Now, Leonard Ellaby probably look down on somebody like me. Because he looked like he had one of those pompous attitudes. Oh, yes, you that YouTuber guy. Yeah, you that guy. Yeah, what's your name? Coach Malachi. Yeah, I heard of you before. You're small time. You're not like Alien and fight and what is it? You're not like Alien Fight Hub and Fight Hype. Those are the real journalists on YouTube. Fight Hype, Fight Hub with the Marcos Villegas and Ellie Setback. Those are the real guys. You're nobody. You just a little niglet from the Chipman circuit. I don't even socialize with guys like you. And I saw your video of you showing me rubbing Floyd Mayweather's nipples. Yeah, I saw that video, and I really wasn't rubbing. Like, you don't understand. You got to get your blood circulating. When Floyd is fighting, you don't understand. Like, I take pride in my job, and so what? I was looking at him with bedroom eyes, and so what? I was biting my bottom lip. And, you don't understand. I take my job very seriously. You get what I'm saying? And, just this little guy, what you say you're from the projects of West Tampa, Florida. You just a typical nigga. Like Leonard Ellaby looks like one of those pompous type guys.
Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
Yeah. He said, he knows your coach. Yeah, Leonard hit me up on Twitter a couple of times. he called himself G-checking me one time. But check it out though. Leonard, you hear a lot of argument with these guys saying that, hey, when Crawford and Spence fight, it's gonna do 1 million pay-per-view buys or 500,000-600,000 pay-per-view buys, and you know, don't nobody know Crawford, but but Errol is a superstar. Everybody know him around the world, which is so goddamn untrue. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Tank never gonna do this and that, yada yada yada, blah, this quasi. I want you to hear what Leonard Ellaby has to say about that. Leonard Ellaby says he has it mapped out to a science about the people who actually pay for pay-per-views. This is the interview right here. I do not own the rights to this material. It's for educational purposes only.
We were going to BET, and you know, we would do that little small stuff and just building relationships along the way, and it paid off because when we started.
Now let me give it some context. He was talking about all of the things that him and Floyd did when he was Pretty Boy Floyd in order to build his brand. Because you get a lot of guys talk about, yeah, I'm part of the Floyd Mayweather, I'm part of the Floyd Mayweather blueprint or the green print. No, you're not, because Leonard breaks down all the stuff they had to do in order to build that brand. That was a long process. Like you got to look at 35 fights with Top Rank. And I think at that time, Floyd Mayweather's biggest pay-per-view was with Arturo Gatti. It did like 200-something thousand, 300,000 pay-per-view buys. That was the biggest Floyd Mayweather pay-per-views he did. I want to say with Arturo Gatti, if I'm not mistaken. With Top Rank, prior to him becoming the Money Mayweather moniker. So, Leonard talks about all of the things that they did. They used to go to the clubs. They used to go to the clubs and all of that stuff there. Meet with the people. Remember, I was telling you, put the groundwork in. A lot of these fighters, they don't put the groundwork in like that. He said they used to spend their own money, go from city to city, actually meeting with the people, signing autographs, talking to them, passing out flyers. I'm not saying the fighters have to do that now. I mean, pass out flyers, but I'm saying the groundwork. A lot of these fighters now, they don't even like socializing with the fans. They don't like socializing with the fans at all. But let's continue. So that's the context he's talking in. But go ahead.
You know, we were going to BET, and you know, we would do that little small stuff and just building relationships along the way, and it paid off because when we eventually got to the time that we would want to do this on our own, it was like, okay, now we got to roll up our sleeves, and now we own our own product. So we really got to protect our brand and be responsible for what we do and put great content out there. And everywhere we went, we were filming everything and just talking to everybody. And you know, it was the little steps along the way, because boxing as a whole, it's just a small market. That's why it's such.
So this where the rubber hit the road at. I want you guys to hear this. He's getting into boxing as a whole. He spoke about the things that they had to do in order to build that brand, that Money Mayweather brand. You had to. That's why I said you can't have Money Mayweather without Pretty Boy Floyd. You can't have Money Mayweather without Pretty Boy. And you got a lot of guys, they just want to just jump straight to Pretty Boy. I mean, straight to Money May. Oh, we ain't got to have no tough fights. What do you bring to the table? And he a clout chaser. And he chasing clout. How many Instagram followers you have and this and that, yada, 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 yada. That, the jitterbugs got it twisted. But the jitterbugs got it twisted because of Floyd Mayweather and the old Crusties. Floyd Mayweather is considered the old Crusty as well. The old Crusty niggas. The old Crusties. That's what I like to call them, right? Them old boy, let me tell you something. Them old Crusty niggas, boy, the old Crusties are the worst. The old Crusties are the worst. A young man, a young fool, he got an excuse because he's young and he don't know no better. He hasn't experienced enough in life in order to know better. The old Crusty ain't got no excuse. But let's continue. Go ahead, Booger Ray.
Sport. The little steps along the way, because boxing as a whole, it's just a small market. That's why it's such a niche sport. I can tell you to the T how many people who actually support boxing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How many people who actually buy the pay-per-view? Because I have the reports from the first very pay-per-view we ever did. I know what the mark. I have mastered this.
How many? How many was it?
It's a couple 100,000 people that are diehard fans, but that's it.
That's from Tank's first pay-per-view? Or which?
No, I'm just saying
the first one you ever did.
I'm saying as a whole, as a boxing as a whole, there's only a couple 100,000 fans that are diehard boxing fans. Now, whether they decide to watch, buy, or whatever, but that's the whole concept of it. Like that's everything. So that's as big as you're going to be unless you think outside of the box on how you're going to get more fans.
Yeah. Okay.
And we figured that out. We figured that out early on because, again, it's like this is what dedication is all about. And
did you hear what Booger Ray said? Booger Ray said that, you know, as a boxing as a whole, that's what he said. Now, I don't think he mean boxing globally because they don't promote Tank globally. Floyd Mayweather sold all over the world. Him and Manny Pacquiao, they sold all over everywhere, right? Mostly in America, but you get what I'm saying. But he said it's only 200,000. There's only 200,000 diehard fans that you know, whether they decide to buy pay-per-view or not. I want you to hear that again. I'm gonna let you guys hear that. See, this why they say that. Yep, man. This why they don't like to have black fighters fight each other and put them on pay-per-view. What they're saying indirectly is, you know, man, these niggas ain't gonna buy nothing, dog. We got to try to think outside the box. We got to try to get the Mexicans to come on board because the Mexicans buy fights. This is what they're saying. We got to try to get other white folks to buy the fights. How do I know that? How do I know that? How do I know that? Check this out.
And now the welterweight division, you know, you're getting you got to get a unified champion after that's all over. There's just
this Tim Smith of the PBC.
Well, speaking of that one belt, there is a, you know, it's like the boxing fans who want to see Errol take on Terrence Crawford. What is hindering this fight from happening, in your opinion?
Economics. And you don't really want to insult a guy like Terrence Crawford, who's a tremendous talent. And I'm not taking away anything from his talent, but he hasn't been built into a pay-per-view star. And I'm not saying that to throw shade at the guy, but you know, you got to go on his track record. You got to go and look at what he's done, you know, in the pay-per-view fights that he's been at, you know, been involved in. And you know, it's not my job to tell anybody how to make him a pay-per-view star. You know, we have enough work on our hands dealing with, you know, trying to make our own guys into pay-per-view stars, but he just hasn't been built. And trust me, if there is money in him fighting Errol Spence where he could get what he wants and Errol could get what he wants, that fight would get made. But you don't want to insult the guy. Nobody wants to insult this guy and make him an offer that's insulting. Nobody wants to do that. You know, like I said, he's a proud champion, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that to him. But from a business standpoint, it's a fight that, you know, might excite the fans and all these people that are out there yelling about pay-per-view and too much they're not buying it anyway. They're not going to plop down any money to make it, you know, successful. You know, they're going to steal the fight, but, you know, they're not going to support it on pay-per-view. And
you heard what he said? So he went on this rant, you know, not a rant, but shout out to World Comeback Sports in the building. Salute, fam. He say that no one's gonna, you know, Crawford, he hasn't been built into a pay-per-view star. Let me ask you guys a question. John B. Poetic, can you tell me somebody who's a pay-per-view star at the PBC? I'll answer that for you. Nobody. Nobody sold more pay-per-views at the PBC than Deontay Wilder did when he fought Tyson Fury the second fight. The second and the third fight. Nobody sold more pay-per-views than Wilder when he fought Tyson Fury the first and the second and the third fight. He hasn't been built to a pay-per-view star. And then we heard what Stephen Espinosa said. He said Tank Davis, the most pay-per-views he sold was with Roland Romero. All that in the past, Tank did 300,000-400,000 pay-per-view buys and this and that. All that was a lie because Stephen Espinosa said the total opposite. And he said the Hector Garcia fight did less than what the Rolly sold. So when Ellie Setback came back and said, yeah, man, the Tank Hector Garcia did 400,000 pay-per-view buys. That was a lie. So you saying that, okay, pay-per-view star, they ain't built to a pay-per-view star. And then this the kicker. Then he said Then he said that those guys who say they want to see the fight, those fans, they're not gonna pay for the fight, they're gonna steal it. Do you know what he was saying? So they're gonna steal, so they're not gonna steal Tank and Ryan Garcia? I'm gonna tell you what he meant by that. Hold on, I don't want to lose my train of thought. Carla, hold on, because I don't want to lose my train of thought. You know what he meant by that? So why they not gonna steal Tank and Ryan Garcia? Why they not gonna steal David Benavidez and David Benavidez and Caleb Plant? You know what he mean by that? He's saying the niggas gonna steal it. Why? Well, how do I know that? Because Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. What did I say on this show? What is the demographics of their fans? Tank Davis got a black demographic, but his fans his fans come out of Joel to buy him pay for the fights. But what did he mean by that though? That's the $1 million question. What did you mean by the fans not gonna pay for the fight? They're gonna steal Spence and Crawford, but they're not gonna steal Benavidez and Plant? They're not gonna steal Tank and Ryan Garcia? That's the question. Call him, what's your name, where you calling from?
Coach, we're going on this Casino Life Prayers, man. I wanted to touch on this topic.
Go ahead, talk to me, fam.
All right, so basically what hold on, let me turn down my TV real quick. I got you loud as hell. Hold on. One second. But basically what I'm saying is, all right, so Leonard Ellerbe basically saying they got the blueprint to how to sell pay-per-views, right?
Yeah. He got down to a science, how many people actually buy pay-per-views. He said he know that.
Okay, well,
he says only 200,000 hardcore boxing fans. He said total everywhere. That's what he said.
I don't know about that number and all that stuff. And I wanted to talk about what he said. And I want to talk. Who was that second dude?
That was Tim Smith with the. I think he the VP of communications at the other PBC.
Well, he need to be VP or nothing because that nigga ain't talking about shit.
Yeah.
But Leonard Ellerbe, he kind of right. I don't know about the numbers, but he's right about them knowing what it takes because this fight they put together right here, that's proving it. Like they kind of did something that I haven't seen nobody do in recent times. Like everybody talking about this fight, coach. Like
yeah.
But basically the point of what I'm saying is the word pay-per-view star, that's the wrong thing. Like we shouldn't be looking for a pay-per-view star because a pay-per-view star that gives people the wrong idea. Because when you say pay-per-view star, that means that they think that if you're a pay-per-view star, then no matter who you fight, this shit finna be big. You know what I'm saying? But that's not true. Pay-per-view is pay-per-view fights. It's not pay-per-view stars. It's pay-per-view fights. It might take a star to make a pay-per-view fight, but a pay-per-view fight is a pay-per-view fight. Because when I was talking about the David Benavidez fight to my strength and conditioning coach, and he don't give a damn about that fight. And I'm like, he like, when the fight is. I'm like, oh, it's a good fight this weekend. He like, no, man. He like, when the fight. When is the fight? I'm like, what you talking about? He like, the Tank versus Ryan Garcia. Like, that's the only fight that he even care about. I'm like, bro, but this fight this weekend ain't gonna be a better fight. He like, no, the hell it ain't. I'm like, how the hell you know?
Let me ask you this: What do you think Tim Smith? He's the VP of communication of the PBC. The audio that I played. What do you think he meant by all the people who were talking about they want to see Spence Crawford fight each other, the fans? He say they're not going to buy it.
Yeah.
He say they're going to steal it. What do you think he meant by that?
Dead wrong.
Who were the people?
Wrong.
Okay, so my question I had, this why I would never get those PBC interviews because I have some good follow-up questions. Okay. If you feel that no one is going to buy Spence Crawford, and because Spence is not a pay-per-view star, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Is David Benavidez and Caleb Plant a pay-per-view star?
He's talking about the black people, man.
Yeah, is David Benavidez? If David Benavidez and Caleb Plant are a pay-per-view star?
No, they're not. He just think he think that they fan base don't steal. But the thing about it is he's totally wrong because one thing about it, if it's a pay-per-view fight, man, people gonna buy that shit, bro. Like, there's only been 2 fights at the barbershop. I go to the barbershop every week. There's only been 2 fights that have been talked about in the barbershop. Literally, only 2 fights. The first one was Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. People were talking about that. It died down. Niggas not talking about that no more. It went straight from that to Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis. They haven't talked about shit else. The last time they was talking about boxing was when Wilder fought Tyson Fury. that was the last time they talked about boxing at the barbershop. Them the only 3 times in recent history that they talked about boxing at the barbershop. And when they talk about it like that, when people on the street talk about it, people gonna buy that shit because casual. That's why I agree with what Leonard Ellerby saying, and he's saying that you got to bring in the new fans, and the new fans only gonna get brought in by pay-per-view fights, pay-per-view caliber fights with stars. You can't just call somebody a pay-per-view star because they got a big name. That don't make you a pay-per-view star because you need a dance partner for this shit to work. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have the right dance partner. You gotta have the right dance partner.
You gotta have it.
You gotta be a seller. You gotta be popular amongst the people who you're targeting in order to sell that pay-per-view. And a lot of people are talking about Tank Ryan Garcia. People gotta get excited about it. Another fight that people would have been excited about if that fight was made when it's supposed to have been made is Spence Crawford. I say this time and time again, that fight should have happened in 2018. 2009. It was 2018 when Spencer Crawford met face to face at the Mighty Mo Hooker fight. I think it was in Austin, Texas, or Dallas, Texas, and they saw each other. Ellie sat back, recorded it, and that's when Spence said that I'm gonna crush you, and Al Heyman never mentioned your name, and you too small, and he said that why don't I take the easy route? That's when that fight was at its height from a they could have hit it there then, or 2019 they totally dropped the ball on it. Now it's 5 years later, 2023. And we hearing the same old, and now the hype is died down. Now you get what I'm saying,
right?
So when he said those people, who say they want to see the fight, they're not going to buy it. I want to know who are they not going to buy it? He
talking about the black people, man. He talking about black fans. No, he dead wrong. That's why I said that.
I want to hear him say it though. See, I need to flesh that out of him. I need to flesh that out of him because I'm like, okay, you saying they're not gonna buy it, but they gonna buy Benavidez and Plant. They gonna buy Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. So what are you saying
on the black folks, man?
What are you saying? What are you saying? Like that's what I would have followed up with.
Yeah. I agree totally, Coach. And that's pretty much all I had to say, man. I agree with what Leonard Ellerby saying about he got the blueprint, man. Because I mean, the proof is in the pudding, man. This man putting together this fight that he just put together. This shit, like, man, that shit big, bro. I mean, can't nobody argue. I can't. I mean, it can't really be no counter argument because ain't nobody talk about no other fight. So I mean, at the end of the day, it looked like they know what the hell they doing, and nobody else do because there ain't nobody getting shit done. So I mean, you can't say shit about Ellerby. Ellerby popping his shit, and he. They know what they doing as relate to one fighter, Tank. But my thing is, you ain't got but one fighter. You got a promotional company. Okay, my thing is, if you doing, if you got it mapped out so much to a goddamn science, how come you ain't got another Tank? How come y'all ain't make another floor? How come y'all ain't? You get what I'm saying? Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, but it's hard to make another. Fighters like that only come once in a while, and like the fighters. I mean, it's not that many. Yeah. A promotional company can't make a nigga like Tank, bro. You can't just make a nigga like you can't make a Canelo. You can't make a Tyson Fury. You can't make a.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't make them niggas.
Yeah, you right
like,
about
them niggas got popular.
You right about
that. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what make a star, bro. A star is somebody who do this shit and make it look easy. Like when you can be a rock star and go in the ring and knock niggas the fuck out too. And all that shit, like, see, a lot of these fighters be too much of a good boy. Like, a lot of fighters feel like they gotta only be in the gym. Like, they feel like they gonna get brownie points because they don't party, they don't do none of that. Man, the big stars, if you want to be a big star, you gotta be with the people. You gotta touch the people. Tank, I'm from Atlanta. Tank be out here in these streets, man. Like, Tank might have slowed down now, but Tank, like, the shit that people like the big box, like the pure boxing fans, the things that they criticize boxers for. Those be the things that make them star. Like, if a nigga get caught on cocaine or some shit, like, yeah, people gonna clown him, but that nigga just made his stock go up. Or if he get locked up, his stock go up. It's almost like rapping. Like, this ain't no good boy game. So you can't just make another Tank. You gonna have to find somebody who a knucklehead, who gonna get in some trouble, who gonna wear designer clothes, who gonna be trendy, who the baddest bitches want. Like if the baddest bitches don't want you, if you ain't doing certain shit, and like
I got you, fam. Come on, I gotta wrap the show up. I got you.
All right, my bad. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Casino Live Prayer, man. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling the show, fam. Yeah, I'm just realizing we running 2:45s. 2 hours and 45 minutes strong. But yeah, man, but my thing is, I see, and you never hear, like, you notice all these niggas be online debating, arguing all the goddamn time. They never even broke that down, though. They never even broke that down. And they never even broke that down. Like, what do you mean by that? And if you felt that way, they ain't gonna buy it. The people, they gonna steal it. Why y'all they not gonna steal Caleb Plant and Benavidez? They not gonna steal Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis? What do you mean by that? You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to hear that. We gonna do a part 2 on this. Leonard Ellaby said that. If there's only 200,000, so he said you got to think outside the box. So my question is this: what are the demographics of that 200,000 hardcore boxing fans? And when you say think outside the box, can you break down what exactly do you mean by that? What is the demographics of the people who you are trying to attract to buy your product in the ring, meaning the fighter from a pay-per-view standpoint? Who is that demographics you're trying to reach in order to think outside the box? You say you got to think outside the box. So who are the people who fits the think outside the box description? That's the question I would have. Who are the people who fits the think outside the box description? And who are the people who fits the description of they're not going to buy it, they're going to steal it when it comes to Crawford and Spence? See, they see now you guys see why I won't get those interviews.
And who's the next big star under Mayweather Promotions? Ooh, we have quite a few young guns, as I say, and I don't want to leave any names out, but we have a great roster of young talent, and we've been very selective about what we're doing, again, because when you have, an abundance of fighters, it's hard to kind of focus on. When a big fight is to be made, it has to make sense for both sides. No promoter or company is going to put their guy in an event with everything to lose and nothing to gain, especially when we talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Interesting.
Brian Custer say, interesting. hey, that interesting man, Leonard, you full of shit. You ain't named not one name. I asked you a direct question. You did not answer the question. Do you notice he didn't answer the question? Do y'all notice that? He did not answer the question. Woo! What did he say? He said, who's the next big star at Hog Mogs and Chitlins Promotions? Woo! We have and then he went to looking down. Let's see. He looked to his right, went to looking down. We have God damn, I can't believe this nigga asked me shit. Oh, that was a tough question. Wait a minute, goddamn. Let me call Rick. Rick, I got Rick Timms on the phone. Rick Timms, what's going on, baby? Yo, what's up? What's up, Leonard? Yeah, this is Rick from Houston. Hey, Rick from Houston, check this out. Is Floyd over there? Yeah, Floyd right here. Like I said before, who is that, Rick? Who is that? Oh, hey, Floyd, this Leonard Ellaby. I don't know what the nigga want. Why he calling me? Why he calling me to get to you? Oh, don't worry about it, Rick. Let me see the phone. Hello, Leonard. Is this you, Leonard? Yes, Floyd. Oh my gosh, Floyd, this is terrible. What's wrong, Leonard? Leonard, what's wrong? Talk to me, Leonard. Calm down. Man, I'm over here with Brian Custer. He's asking me these tough questions. What question did he ask you, Leonard? He asked us, who is the next big star from Mayweather Promotions? Now, Floyd, goddamn well, we don't have any stars. We got a couple of black fighters, but them niggas ain't selling worth shit. And the only one we had was Tank. And we put out this fake press clipping saying that Tank was leaving, and people think Tank left. But all we have is Tank. We don't really have any more stars. We don't have any more stars, boy. What we're gonna say, Leonard, like I said before, I'm sitting over here in Houston with Rick. Right now we're shooting dice, making money. Leonard, I got a tenant on over here, Big Booty Judy. She's giving me a massage. She rubs my nipples way more better than you ever could. Oh my gosh, Floyd, don't say that. Please, Floyd, I take pride in rubbing your nipples. Please don't let Big Booty Judy rub your nipples, Floyd. Please don't let me lose my job. What can I do? What can I do, Floyd? Please don't let me lose my job. Leonard, don't worry about it. Stop crying like a little bitch, Leonard. Stop crying like a little bitch. Did you see Jay Prince? Remember they put me in the trunk with the rats and roaches? Oh my gosh, I was so scared. Leonard, don't worry about that. Bob, the Bob father, I talked to the Bob father. He paid the ransom. You're good. You have nothing to worry about. That's old beef. Leonard, don't worry about it. Just tell him that. We know what we're doing over here. Don't answer the question without answering the question, Leonard. Answer the question without answering the question. Okay, Floyd. Thank you so much, Floyd. Please don't let her take my job. Please don't worry. Don't let your nipple rubbing job is safe with me. Your nipple rubbing job is safe. Big booty Judy. She will never take your place, Leonard. Okay, thank you so much, Floyd. Oh my God, I love kissing your ass, Floyd. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So that's what's going on over there, man.
True.
That's what's going on over there.
True.
That's what's going on over there. That's what's going on over there. It is what it is. Let's give it a back round of applause. Yeah. That's what it is over there. That's what it is over there. Booger Ray don't want to, man. Booger Ray don't want to name the stars. He don't want to name the stars.
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anytime you say fifth, go ahead, ask me a question. Did you?
Hey, they ain't gotta like it, man, but they better respect.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
You ought to know what time it is,
Now,
man.
I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
I'm tired of the man riding around with 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in the Broham. He said, I'm tired of James the Poodle. He said, I'm tired of James the Poodle, the Grim Reaper, or whatever you want to call him, decking me. I'm tired of seeing him ride around with 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still riding around in the Broham. There's a whole lot of y'all about it. They ain't fought nobody. They ride around on Instagram with riding Lambos with suicide doors. They ain't fought nobody. Hey, shout out to Jose Mesa. Hey, okay. Dropping down quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, he said it's like always getting gas for free. He said all the time, but declining to pay this time because they got your favorite chips inside. Man, bruh, all I'm saying, Jose, is this here, man. I'm tired of James the Poodle, the Grim Reaper, or whatever you want to call him, decking me. You know what I mean? I'm tired of seeing him ride around town with 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. Boy, he was 38 hot.
True.
Hey, shout out to Alan Madoff for dropping the $2 super chat. He said Booger Ray answered. He was simply niggasplaining. Hey, man. All I'm saying. All I'm saying.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
That's all I'm saying, man. Hey, Wilder, talk to him.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever forget that. Hey, man, you know what, man? Now, you know we can't end this show without thanking Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? But a name. Do you have a name? Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. Them names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican Monster.
And for all y'all who still doing lies, talking about some sign the contract, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, take whatever we give you. For all y'all who still talk about contracts and purse splits, this is for you.
I know you once said, hey, look, if we fight, it's going to be either 70-30, 80-20. Was that?
Yeah, I was. When I said
posturing or what was that?
When did I say that?
That was.
Yeah, I said it on my girl Instagram. Yeah. But I was playing. Hey, man,
Nobody taking no 80, 20, 70, 30. Yeah, I was playing. I was like, because I was like, it's gonna be 60, 40, and I was like, yeah, he keep playing crazy. It's gonna be 70, 30 or 80, 20. But yeah, I was playing. Like I wasn't serious about that, man. Like people can't take jokes.
Nah, them niggas can't take no joke. Them niggas took that dead serious. Yeah. See, Errol sold out Cowboy Stadium. He had 80,000 come see him at Cowboy Stadium. And Errol did 700,000 pay-per-view buys with Mikey Garcia. You know, all of them came to see Errol. They ain't come to see Mikey. Yeah, you know, and he just bought a whole farm, and he got a bunch of cows and chickens on there. And I'm like, oh my God, these niggas sitting there arguing about this, some of the dumbest stuff. All night long, like Lionel Richie, all night long, all night. I'ma argue all night long, all night. I'ma argue all night long. These niggas argue all night long. Same shit. A bunch of broke niggas arguing about money that they'll never see. Dude, you got a net worth of 2 figures. Oh my God. Oh Lord, I swear to God, when I see that whole ass nigga goes man like how ways, I'm gonna put them paws on them. Nigga, Wakanda forever, bitch. Oh Lord, he threw Wakanda through that fence. Wakanda is dead. Oh Lord. Man, it is what it is.
I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision.
They have vision, man. They gotta have vision, man. It is what it is, man. We gonna put one of these karate moves.
I'm a karate man, all right? Karate man bruise on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
You know, it is what it is, man. Once again, it's on that boy, Coach Malachi Williams signing out. Hey, Riley, just in case they forgot, talk to him.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck those socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck-mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hey man, it is what it is. Once again, it's on about Coach Malachi Williams signing out. TRUMediaTodayUSA Boston. We probably won't go live tomorrow because I'm gonna be in LA. I do have a video dropping tomorrow. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll probably go live from my phone. We'll probably go live from my phone, man. But you know, man, hey man, shout out to my dog Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo, man, we know you're coming back in June. You let everybody know you're coming back in June. I just hope that you pick at least Demetrius Andrade, since he's a PBC fighter now, he's on your side of the street, and or maybe fight a Jaime Munguia. See, can y'all make that happen? That should be easy to make that fight happen now, especially now that Tank fighting the Golden Boy fighting Ryan Garcia. It should be easy to make that fight. You see what I'm saying?
We Charlo twins, we known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out.
What's up? It's the Jermall the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name the names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello.
You know the funny part about that clip? Mike told Jermall to name the names. Name the names, man. The names need to be named. The Mexican monster. Mike named the names. Paul Pierce sitting next to him, he said Mexican monster, Benavidez, Canelo. Mike named the name, Mexican monster. Paul Pierce named the name. You know who didn't name the name in that interview? Everybody named the name who they want to see Jermall fight, but Jermall Charlo. I tell you, boy. Yes, sir. Once again, it's on. Let's get the calls out of the way. Hey, shout out to D Block, called 2 times. Hey, okay. Shout out to Casino Lights Prayers, called 2 times. Hey, okay. Shout out to Rick from Houston, Maine. Hey, shout out to Martin from Oakland. Hey, shout out to Ron from Vermont. Hey, shout out to Aora. Shout out to Ayora from Boston. The Tenderoni. Hey, shout out to Rick from Toronto. Hey, shout out to Jason from Cashville, Tennessee. Nashville, for those who don't know. Hey, okay. I think that's it. Once again, it's on. It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, signing out. TRUMediaTodayUSA Boston. See you guys on tomorrow, man. Y'all don't see me at 3 o'clock. I'll probably still go live from my phone anyways, but we will be going live Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we're going to go live and I'll be at a fight party Saturday night somewhere in LA. You know what I mean? See you guys tomorrow. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.